recording.
You mean you weren't recording our tax breaks?
Oh man, that was important.
Yeah, that was.
Solving the world problem.
Why am I going to tell Biden about it?
That was going to be part of my portfolio.
Alright everyone, the unnatural disasters, welcome back to Wildmouth. And welcome back to Zadash. Last time you had some fun fighty times with Beezer's family. You recaptured some wyverns. You went on a shopping spree at a magic shop. And you made your way to a pub where you met a new friend, Nikita. A beautiful snow leopard dancer. You all drunk and talked about what weird lives you've been having for the last few months. And now you are all making your way out of the door of this inn, heading to the Steam's Respite to take a little late night bath.
Bathhouse.
Bathhouse.
We're dirty!
I love baths.
I'm not taking a bath.
Me too. So, as you make your way out into this warm spring evening, into the less bustling but still full of people streets of Zadash, heading slightly drunkenly, some of you, over to the Steam's Respite. You see a large facade, nicely curated flower boxes out front, and as you step inside to the welcoming, just forgot the word, what's that place? Entryway. You are greeted with a beautiful interior filled with fresh cut flowers. The air is full of the scents of different perfumes, and the air feels slightly moist. Sitting behind a counter, which has another couple vases on it, you see a half-orc woman, slightly larger stature, greenish skin and little tusks. She has a beautifully done updo, full of flowers, and a blue silk dress. She's reading a book. She glances up at you and she says, "Welcome to the Steam Respite. How can I help you?"
We're dirty!
Good. That's what we like to hear. Are you looking for private stalls, or the public bath, or our exclusive private suite?
Honestly, I'll just take a rag.
You need a full bath, Cassel. You're filthy. You are covered in wyvern guts.
Am I covered in wyvern guts?
You wouldn't be covered in wyvern guts.
I hid the entire fight.
Yeah, you're fine. You are, however, coated in sweat from your trek into the warm area.
Rain and...
Delicious.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was spooked by a voice I did not recognize.
I know, it's like I didn't see her in the background, so it's kind of like...
In the meantime, teacher, I didn't show you my new tats.
Oh, that's excellent.
That's one. There's the other.
Oh, how cute. Little yarn ball. Aw.
In sapphire blue.
Nice. I'm incredibly jealous. I still want to get mine colored, and I intend to. It's been a couple of years now, I think, about time.
Alright. How big is the private suite?
The private suite is on our basement floor. It's the suite. We rent it out
all of
for
us?
groups or parties. It would fit all of you, yes.
Okay.
We also have private stalls where you could each go individually. Or we have the public baths behind me, and she points out a door behind her that's covered in like a beaded curtain. The public baths, that's one of the cheapest options. Yes, we also do, if you'd like some perfume or some fancier soap, I can provide those for a price. And if you needed companionship of some kind, we can also do that for a price.
Do you have anything for this?
Companions? I have 5 people with me, what do you mean?
Beezer's gonna lean over and shake Kesdal's shoulder. It comes with friends.
I don't. That we.
Putting my hand on his head, just like it's okay, hon.
We have. I think we have all the friends we need here.
I love friends. Beezer's had a lot of agree.
Bring them! Bring
If you
them!
wanted someone to wash your hair for you, or rub your back for you, or any other activities. But she's staring at the duck that you're holding, and she says, "And will your duck be joining you?"
Of course!
That's an additional charge.
This is
Really?
so bad.
That's weird. Why are you charging extra for that?
He makes it.
There's like
Just
a.
in case we have to go in and clean the private suite.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Alright, if you're looking for the private suite and not the public, that would cost you 2 gold each,
Deal.
and 2 silver if you want the fancier soap.
I'll take some of this fancy soap.
Okay.
Oh, it froze. Hold on.
The perfume, she does pull out this little intricately made chest, and she opens it with a flourish. She shows you all these differently shaped bottles. She's like a selection for your perusal.
Beezer's eyes do this cat thing and she fights the urge to smack the whole box.
Nikita is a little older and is able to control that. I think.
That would make a really cool sound.
It'll probably cost us like 5 gold though.
Yeah, probably.
Which ones are your flower scented ones?
She points at the bottom row. She's like, we've got roses, lilac, chrysanthemum.
I think I'll go with the rose.
Right, 1 rose. And that's 5 silver, please.
Was that the soap or the perfume?
That is a perfume.
Okay.
The soap was 2 silver.
Oh, the duck charge, yes, that's 2 silver.
Duck charge.
They have a whole breakdown of like a table of all the different animals and.
3 silver.
Just manage, because I assume you can.
And then 2 gold. Oh,
Don't do that.
I forgot. No,
Ooh.
noteworthy, Finger. You did not hear it, but clapping when you have hand tattoos is a bad idea.
I can imagine. I mean, I bumped this beauty on the table as soon as I got it.
Oof.
Not the best.
I bumped this hand against a nightstand when we were trying to shift the mattress.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, crippling pain. It'll be crippling pain for about 2 weeks, and then it'll go to a dull ache, like a bruise.
Yeah. Thankfully mine are smaller, so it'll feel a lot faster.
And then you'll forget they're there. Like, this shit startles me every time I'm in the shower, as does this one.
I know!
I'm sitting there and I'm like trying to scrub my tattoo off my collarbone, and I'm like, wait, I paid for that. That's supposed to be there.
Oh, that costs money.
I'm getting a haircut, but it's on your hands and your body, and you're like, oh, it's just there.
And more permanent.
It's way more permanent. It doesn't go away.
Or just walks with the duck up like this down the stairs.
Oh my
Not
god.
really knowing where he's going.
She's like, wait, and just yells at you to come back, and she rings this little silver bell that's on the desk. Ding, 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 ding. This human woman comes out holding some towels. She's like, yes, take these to the private suite in the basement. They've rented it.
Oh, do you have a laundering service?
We do.
He's just gonna look at her.
That costs 1 silver per person, depending on the amount of clothes. If you have a lot, we might have to charge more. But we could have them done by the time your bath is over, if you want to relax for a little while.
I just got these clothes. I don't think they're that dirty.
I'm covered in wyvern guts, so I
Fair
would
enough.
like them washed.
Alright. Just leave them on the edge of the bath, and we'll collect them and return them to you.
How many different soaps do you have?
How many different soaps?
Honey.
Nikki
Like-
looks out for a minute and thinks
Different smells of soaps.
Oh, we have several different. We just provide a variety of. And she pulls out this little basket and shows them to you. They're like all different shapes and colors. Just with your bath, they're provided.
Oh,
You can take them if you
I-
want.
can I buy a few of those?
How many?
3, 4 sets?
Does Filth know these don't count as poison?
Oh, I know.
That's 2 more silver, please.
Alright.
We have 4 sets of fancy soap.
This is a question for the DM.
Yes.
Like, how big is the bottle for the perfume?
Oh, it's like one of those little like ones that you get at the trial size from the spa. You know, like it's not a big bottle of perfume they're providing you. Oh, she left.
She's gonna go find a trial size perfume bottle, I believe.
Is
Cool,
it
props.
about this size?
Yeah.
About half? Okay. So that would last me about a month. Maybe no, 2 months.
Of using it every day.
Yeah.
And spritzing. Now you have a rose-scented snow leopard, guys.
Excellent.
Excellent.
We're gonna be smelling so good.
So this woman leads you through the beaded curtain, and you are met with this. It's like a large pool with steps leading down, and there are a few groups of people just kind of chilling out in there, having their public bath. It looks like someone's trying to start a splash fight.
Weird.
You get the sense that these are other drunken people who came for a bath
Delightful.
in the evening. But she leads you past this room and down a set of stairs. And opening up before you, you see an even larger room hollowed out in this basement. There's bright lighting up above from these almost crystalline structures, which on second glance, it's just glass. But it is a very large spa-like area, kind of like a hot springs, that they've made in this basement area. There are little bowls of soft soap just set around. There's towels. There's a little like screened off area with like a panel screen just set into the water if you want to go be private. You're free to bathe, chat.
Oh, tosses Sir Bath into the air, and watches him just into the water.
He flutters and then
Water!
and then he starts swimming around.
Oh, don't let him bathe in the armor. It's gonna get all rusty.
Oh, heck.
Nikita takes off her clothes and goes towards the duck.
Okay.
Don't touch the duck.
Isn't it taking off the armor so it doesn't rust?
Don't touch the duck.
Weirdo.
We're gonna eat the duck. This is the moment.
This is the time.
Don't eat my duck.
I'm not eating the duck. Okay. So Nikita like takes Sir Beth to the edge of the pool and like gingerly takes off the armor.
Wow, thank you.
Of course. Little pigeon.
Ah, he's just happy. Happy duck.
Go be merry, duck.
Takes Beezer a couple tries to get her breastplate off, but she finally gets it. She's like, buckles.
Both doesn't have anything of the sort. She can just.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Beezer used to.
is very used to it.
Very in character.
Professional.
Nigga!
Very clearly professional.
Oak jumps into his cannonball!
Acrobatics check. Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage, you're a little drunk.
Oh,
Nope.
Oak fucking dies.
He's dead
Is it
down
one?
there.
Oh, it did 3? Okay, so it would be an 18. I don't know how it did 3.
Alright. You watch this foxman leap into the air, form a ball, and roll into the water. Boom!
No. Oh god.
Those of you that are on the edge are just showered in water.
One day you're gonna get a concussion doing that, and I'm not gonna heal it.
What? I mean, your clothes are gonna get wet anyway. They're getting cleaned.
Whatever. Isn't it?
The woman is in fact still standing there waiting for all of your clothes that paid for it to pee off. She's just like picking them up, putting them in a basket,
That poor woman.
I'm
averting
pretty
her
sure I paid
eyes.
for that.
Both, can you undo the buckle on my back, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
I haven't been this wet since freaking that one ice place.
You jumped off the rimmer house.
You
Maybe
did jump off the rubber has.
I did take a bath on that, yes. It was nowhere near as warm as this, though. This is not. Where does the water come from?
Are you
I go-
asking the woman?
Yes.
She says, it's piped in from out of the city, and then it's heated with our arcane sigils in the bottom there. And she sort of points. There's like rune circles in the bottom of the water that are just faintly glowing.
Go.
Awesome peak.
Haskell, go study them.
Beezer, you can
Dude,
get in here.
Can I study the runes?
I'm trying to get my
Okay.
I'm trying to get my
Make
leg back
an
off.
intelligence check, Kazda.
And specifically intelligence or any
Arcana.
arcana?
Arcana. I forgot what it was called.
Good, I have a plus massive to this, which is a 25 total.
Hell yeah.
5. You dive into the water with your tiny halfling form, and you swim down.
Can I do it without getting into the water?
You're just creeping on the edge and like staring at them.
Yeah.
All right.
Weirdo.
So you're just like the rest of you, as you're getting in the water and being like, it feels so good on your sore muscles. Start scrubbing off with their tiny fancy soaps. Castell's just perched on the edge, staring into the water.
I
And
want to pull him in.
you're gonna pull him
Can I
in.
take him in?
How many? Oh, there's gotta be something I can do about this, right?
Which of you has a higher dex?
That'd be Foth.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to grab him, User, but Foth is there faster. Pops up out of the water. Make a
Dexterity check.
make a dexterity check, Kazda.
Competing.
Against my
Competing.
athletics?
Yeah, competing ones.
Okay.
Are they at disadvantage?
How much were you drinking?
Probably a bit.
Disadvantage.
We were there for a few hours.
Disadvantage. Everyone but Nikita here is a little slush.
Castle doesn't drink.
Oh, okay. No drinking for Kazda.
Well, sometimes. Oh, that's funny. That's what I got too.
Okay. Because Foth has a higher overall dexterity
Already?
modifier, I'm gonna say you see her coming, and you spring back right at the last second. A hand shoots out and grabs your ankle, and you are half pulled into the water. So half of you is wet now,
No.
but you're like
And the
clinging to
rest
the
of it will be
edge.
done by Beezer.
Is Castel still fully clothed?
Oh yeah.
Still waiting for your clothes.
Yeah, she's just staring at this all happening. She's like,
He needs a bath.
He is very adamant that he does not need a bath.
"Sir, do you need assistance? I could call for someone to help you."
Nikita looks over.
I'll pay for that.
All right.
We're already naked.
She goes over to the wall and pulls a cord. And
Well, Oak is
there's
unaware of anything else that could happen with that.
there is a beaded curtain over in the corner of the room, and it sort of tinkles apart. And stepping out, you see a human woman dressed in a very revealing sort of bathing suit.
We got the orderly coming out.
She's like, "How may I be of assistance?"
He needs his clothes off.
As you will. She is striding over to you, Kazda, with a determined look on her face. Meanwhile, the other woman is like leaning over to you, Oak, and is like, that's one goal.
Well,
President trying to resist.
pick it out of my pocket.
Okay. She goes over and takes it out of your pocket.
He uses Foth, he has to.
I rolled.
I think Jordan.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike.
Oak is just sitting there like lathering up his hair, making it all like nice and clean, getting all the bug guts and all the other crap that's out of it in there. And just like, hands down, you better have a good time.
Nikita is scrubbing a lot slower now, and is very, what's gonna happen.
Oh, Oak also cleaned her tail because that's probably the dirtiest part.
Ugh, gross, yeah.
It like drags on the ground all the time.
Well, not quite on the ground,
But close.
But the dust gets picked up and warm.
Yeah.
My tail's not that.
You are all in the process of bathing as this woman is approaching Castel to remove him of his clothing.
Oak.
Oh,
Oak asks, do you guys have any like oats or anything for my death?
we don't usually stock that sort of thing. I could bring him some cucumbers.
That's better.
Alright, I'll bring some
He's
cucumbers.
had a lot of oats. He could use some vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come back for the young sir's garments.
Sounds good.
I believe Liziel can handle him. She turns around and just walks away.
Best of luck.
Luck.
And Vizor's gonna dunk under his warm water.
Yeah. Speaking of which, there is Crystal Hot Springs up in Honeyville. I've been wanting to visit there because it's warm and it has like, Honeyville is north of Ogden by like 20 minutes. 30 minutes.
I've also been wanting to go.
And it helps with like muscles because it has all these minerals in it, like magnesium and all that jazz.
Good for your muscles, good for your skin, good for the soul.
Absorb the minerals into your muscles.
Good for the heart. Not good for the tongue. It doesn't taste very good.
Not good for the tongue, no.
Yeah. It doesn't smell bad. It just doesn't taste good. And they have a hot water slide. So like just going down the slide in warm water instead of like cold slide water.
Nobody's fond of cold slide water.
Yeah, that's mine. I thought Heather was gonna take my Thin Mints.
Steal the Thin Mints, Heather. Consume!
This is marriage, fighting over the cookies.
She's now getting the Dositos. Oh, the
What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are pretty good. I can't remember many others.
The Dositos, Tagalongs,
Samoas?
Samoans.
And the Lemon Ups are the new ones that I especially love.
They're like a lemon cookie with a lemon sugar
Lazy.
glaze.
I dislike Girl Scouts just because I was one.
I was one, and that's why I love them.
I hate them.
Well, they
I was a
have
Boy Scout. I'm okay with them.
Maybe we should just have scouts, you know? All of them sell
Right.
cookies, all of them go camping.
Oh yeah. Camping trip is funded by the cookie sales. That would be amazing. And no, they teach girls multi-level marketing and they let boys go build fires and burn down half the woods.
That's gender, you know?
Gender.
gender inequality.
That's what men do. They go burn wood. Women run pyramid schemes.
To be fair, I got to travel a lot because of Girl Scouts, which is why I had
I didn't.
Yeah.
It's mine.
It's what we use our Girl Scout money for.
So if any of you would like to have conversations while we wait to find out what happened with Casdell and this woman, you can.
So Nikita, how long you been dancing?
What, are you motorboating her?
I'm not. I'm underwater getting the water out of the hair. Have you not been swimming those with long hair?
I mean, how long is supposed to again?
Pretty sure.
Not too long.
I've been dancing since, well, no, I can't remember when I started. She gets like a distant look in her eyes, just like 1,000-yard stare.
Do you think
Yeah,
you could?
sometimes.
Do you think you could teach me to dance? And I like shake my tail.
I should stare for a second, but maybe.
Just some like distractionary dancing or some inspirational kind of dancing.
You're-
Team.
Oh, I kind of doubt you need more distraction.
You never know.
I somehow
You never know when a vixen will come along.
well, if it's a vixen, that's a different story entirely, and I'm not teaching you that.
What?
Actively, no, I'm not teaching you that crap.
Aww. I just go swim away into the corner.
Not that business for good reason.
Your duck does not follow you, it's staying by Nikita.
That's fine.
She is very good at fishes.
Back needs attention from other people. Sir Back.
He needs to be properly socialized.
Mm-hmm.
And very gently cupping water onto him. Watching it.
Oh, he's enjoying that very much. He's doing that little duck butt tail wiggle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so delightful. It's so cute.
Alright, Kazdal, a woman is walking towards you, intent on removing your jacket.
Can I insight check her? Will she back down if I try to scare her off?
Inside checker.
Oh no. 14.
You get the feeling that this is a woman who's paid to do whatever the people in this fancy suite want her to do. So,
I'll tell her, I'll be like... I'll command. I'll use command.
Stunning strike him.
well, you can stunning strike him after he does it, but not right now. He's gonna use command right now.
Why are you so against bathing? Filthy little goblin man.
He's shy, guys.
Kazal's against people coming into contact with him.
Am I still not holding onto your leg or something?
Yeah, you are actually still holding onto his leg.
Does that stop my hands?
No?
Okay.
Cast your spell.
I'll command, stop. And she gets a wisdom save, obviously.
2.
Cool.
She freezes like a deer in the headlights.
And then I'll, to everyone else, I'm fine. And
Then get undressed, you weirdo.
You're gross and stinky. You don't.
I'm not gross and stinky.
You don't
On
know
this
you
episode,
can't,
Bud bullies Kazda.
You don't have to get in if you don't want to. We just thought you might enjoy it.
I don't like water.
Since I'm holding on to him, can I just make him, can I just do the stunning strike?
You just put it around me. Not supposed to.
Yeah, make your attack.
Alright, folks. Get ready. Get ready.
Natural 20.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So should I roll damage on that? Or should I just go with the stunning strike?
Are you trying to hurt him or are you trying to stun him?
Stun him.
With your monkiness, I'm gonna say, yeah, you can just stun him.
Don't I get a con save?
You
Yeah.
have to save on 15 con.
How about 21?
Good thing I've got 2 more of these.
Folks, let him go.
One more time.
She reaches up and jabs at the back of your neck, right where your brainstem is, and you're like, ugh, and you shake it off, and then she attacks you again.
This was supposed to be relaxing.
I was having a great time looking at runes.
No, he's just stinky.
I don't know, it's pretty entertaining.
That,
I think Pedro and Nikita might be able to.
You said
That's a
15?
two? Okay,
yeah, that's 8 to hit, so that one doesn't.
yeah. Are you done?
That's a 23 to hit.
Okay. Con save, Kazma.
That's a natural 1.
This one, the second one, you jerk out of the way and start scratching scrambling up the edge of the pool to leap away from her, and she gets you again, and you fall backwards into the water. Stunned, you are just floating there in your clothes.
I'm gonna like scoop him up and put him back on the edge of the tub and go, oh.
As I'm like limp as a board.
Yeah,
I did not. I did not mean to make him fall into the water.
Even though he is in the water.
he was trying to get out. Of course he falls backwards.
That was unnecessary.
I think that would break your command, though. Oh.
No.
So
It does.
the woman sort of blinks, shakes her head a little bit, and says, "Well, if you don't need me for anything, you did
Take
pay
your clothes off.
for my company."
Actually, I would love someone to scrub my back for me, but just leave the stinky little halfway man where he is.
Will do, with pleasure.
I would too.
She comes over and she's carrying a bowl of this like frothy looking foamy soap, and she just wades into the water and swims over to you guys. Starts scrubbing your backs, making small talk. She's like, "So, are you new in town?"
Passing through.
Down.
Just passing through.
Well, I'm glad you came and patronized our establishment.
We stink.
Looking for a great night.
I prefer not to travel
Oh,
through town
no.
smelling like wyvern guts. Both you useless lesbian.
She looks at you over Beezer's shoulder and gives you a wink both. And she's just like, I mean, I'm available after your
Oh, no.
money runs out if you have more. I'm
Are
only
you willing
here,
to pay for that night?
I'm only here for 2 hours, so
That's fair. We fought wyverns in the square today.
oh, I heard about that.
It was very sad to do it. But they were just going to kill everything in the vicinity.
And we went to this place that had lots of books. All the books.
We did do that. There were a lot of books
Chastity
there.
milk?
No, no, it was the blue place. What's the blue place?
Library?
Gonna look over to Castal, waiting for an answer, and go, oh, right.
Needlestone Library, I think is what they said.
The
The
archive of the
Archive. Yes, that's
Oh,
one.
the archive, yes.
Yeah.
Lots of books there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking for anything in particular? I can tell. And she just starts like giving you a scalp massage, Beezer.
There's absolutely purring. There's like ripples going away from her in the water. She's purring so loud.
She's like, "So what are you guys in town for? Are you looking for anything in particular?"
I don't know. I was kind of that weird when we got here. I was kind of like,
We needed to stop somewhere for something that I don't really remember.
Probably could
Okay.
stop by for armor for him. I was gonna point to Casdale if he's still laying down on the side of the pool.
Just foam at the mouth.
Well, there's one not too far. There's one not too far from here. You might go to Sparkhammer Smithy.
A hammer smithy. Did we just leave Arkin at the tavern?
Yeah, he was deep in conversation with this group of people who were all discussing ways to make scale mail.
Right.
Fine.
I wasn't sure if we just ditched him in the middle of the city again.
no, I think
He
you're having
seems fine with it. He's not a clingy man.
I mean, he's from a city. He's cool with that, right, Bo? He's all right. Your brother's okay.
I told him where we were going.
Okay. We needed to stop by a temple somewhere too. I thought
For why? What are we doing these things?
for Casdal, and then we gotta go track down the asshole who stole all the tax money.
Yeah. Fuck the asshole.
An asshole who stole tax money.
Yes, we're hunting him down. He used to be the treasurer.
He looks like this, and I cast,
Disguise self?
Was this the
Yeah.
lady I just commanded?
Yes.
Yes.
The command we're often.
I would like to, as I
She's
return,
currently in the bath giving Beezer a head massage.
I told her to leave you alone.
as I return to consciousness, I would like to insight check her again. I just feel like she's getting a little personal.
Okay. I'm gonna do Oaks first, and then you can insight check. as you come to consciousness and sit up like in your soaking clothes.
Felt's got a guiding bolt coming for her.
Disguise self, and you are suddenly a shorter Geoffrey Dane.
Oh, I want to see how effective it is, because I think that'd be pretty funny.
What?
Like, can I check to see how well I do it? To see if how accurate I look like him?
Oh, okay, yeah. With your spell and your knowledge of him as a person, you look exactly like him. I don't think disguise self changes your height though, so you're a short Geoffrey Dane.
I can go up a foot and down a foot.
Okay.
Still short for Joffrey Dane.
You're still shorter than he was, but you glance in the mirrored wall that's to one side, and there he is.
Ah! I gotta get him!
Oh, that's you.
As Oak falls on his back, still looking like Joffrey Dane, Luciel kind of stops moving her hands on your head because she's like, oh, him.
Oh, through here?
Yes, he did. About a week, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. He stayed for like 2 nights. Asked for me both times, Leslie. Quite handy with the cash, if I don't mind you saying. He didn't go by that name, though.
What name did he give you?
Alcor.
Alcor again. So at least we know he's sticking with an alias.
Interesting. So you say he stole money and now he's leaving?
He robbed Palebank Village completely blind.
Inside check.
Inside Casdell.
I don't like her. I don't trust her.
You might be the only one saving us right now because Beezer's drunk and it's like, you're a friend. We paid gold for a friend.
I'm not saving nobody. I got a 13.
Beezer's like, this is what prostitution is. It's a friend who wants to get a head massage.
She doesn't understand the concept.
Nope.
Because the druids don't really do that.
What did you get, Casdell?
13.
13. She seems very chatty. You don't see anything super suspicious in this. It just seems like she's making small talk and maybe fishing for some more money to keep her around longer.
Okay.
Probably that.
But it doesn't look like she has any ill intent towards you guys.
Just a standard form.
Yeah, it's okay.
Standard whore.
What a whore!
Rude. Standard whores don't bathe you.
Well.
That or two.
No, he's so
She says, yeah, he said he was a lord and he was returning to Taldore after he got some paperwork.
paperwork.
Yeah, he said he was going to meet a man in a swamp city or something. He was very drunk when he said this, and he said he was going to go get some paperwork which would prove his identity, and then he could go reclaim his estate. You know, how men talk.
Jeez. He's spilled a lot.
So he stole the money from Palebank, and he's trying to fake that he's a lord so he can retire. And probably fuck with more people. I don't like this man.
I told you he's an asshole. I mean, I don't know anymore.
Peter, did you come from a swamp?
Yes, actually, my the dancing forest is very close to Perelbin.
Isn't it kind of weird that he's going toward the swamp?
Oh, he said it was to meet a man who was exiled there or something?
There's a lot of
He said his name was Inky Alma.
Inky Elm?
He fought an octopus.
That's a loser title.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Tree.
Inky Elm.
She finishes up your head massage user and moves over to Foth, starts washing your back.
Careful with that one.
Why? Is she dangerous?
Saw what she did to Casdell.
I did. You often insult your friends.
only that one.
No.
Specifically, that one. That was being annoying.
And this one.
I don't assault my friends.
Casdal doesn't need a bath. I thought you might like to relax a little bit, Casdal. It's been so tense since we got to town.
Have I?
A little bit.
You hid in a tent.
You were so scared when the wyverns attacked that you hid in a tent. I've never seen you do that before. You were amazing against creatures on the boat.
And everywhere else we've been with you.
Yeah.
I'm now having an existential crisis.
I thought something might be wrong. You one-shot a chimera. Like, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, but then a couple of wyverns got out and ran and hid. I was worried about you.
I'd like to go cry in the corner by myself.
It goes to the private street.
Without a word, I'd like to go to the private screen.
Clothes.
I knew something was wrong.
Just little sniffles coming.
Oh, okay.
She's just a small town halfling in a big city, guys.
We got emotional a couple of days. I mean, the bandits attacked his home, and like we saved his family and their shop, so at least they're okay.
Guys, I just wasn't fighting those wyverns very well, so I just figured I'd get out anyway.
It's really fair. It's just.
I know. I love it. In character makes complete sense. Like.
In the world than he thought there was.
Oh my gosh, there's so much racism.
So much.
Facer's just like, really?
Oh, don't listen to them, honey. She calls out to you. She's like, sometimes the shortest men are the best.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there was a few short ones.
Oh, but the Kansas said we get all the fun stuff. Like we sneak into the places, we get out of those places with more than we came in with. And
I hate it here. Can we go home?
Has Casnell ever actually gone on a heist with you? I thought the last one we did, I went as a dog.
No, Foth and I went on the heist. Foth, Oak, and I did.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
we did the robbing of places.
You did the robbing of places while I was comforting Abigail.
Yeah.
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 Abby was
I will
pretty.
not confirm nor deny that.
Yeah.
I
Where'd
say
you get all that gold, Foth?
Why are you hoarding it, both?
You mean why is
I told you how much
pouring it?
money I have. I did not hear that.
He called you a whore.
Shrugs.
She leans into your ear, Foth, and she says, "There's nothing wrong with that."
I've never said there's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's funny.
I say back.
She just continues washing your hair.
Is this woman perchance blonde and vaguely bitchy?
No, in fact, she has long black ringlets. Long black ringlets, caramel skin.
Oh, very, very appealing, yes.
Your hair is so pretty.
Hair is very pretty.
Thank you. I oil it every day.
Gotta hydrate.
I don't have fur of any kind.
That must help, though, when it's hot.
It does help in the swamps, in
Your
fact.
fur is beautiful, she says to Nikita.
Thank you.
She's very soft.
Oh. Do you need any washing?
No. I'd actually like to insight check to see if like she enjoys her work.
Okay. Insight check.
I mean, she seems to be enjoying herself. She gets to hang out in a tub with a bunch of drunk idiots for a while.
I mean,
And listen to them talk about their crimes.
I just like to check. Check for story reasons.
Uh-huh.
7. Oh,
What?
not great.
Oh, so it was a natural too.
You're not sure if it's an act or if she's genuinely enjoying washing folks' hair.
That's customer service she needs.
Yeah. How can I help you today? It's been a pleasure serving you.
Hi, welcome!
Thank you. My pleasure.
How you doing?
That's the voice.
I haven't used a customer service voice in a very long time.
Alright, anything else before you guys get out of your bath?
And Nikita actually is the first to get out as well because she has to put extra time to dry. Her fur is very thick.
When you do get out, Luciel kind of says, if you go over there to that booth, and she kind of points, it's got like 2 black paneled screens. She says, there's a rune on the floor. If you just tap on it with your foot, it'll help you dry.
Oh, thank you.
It's like a hairdryer.
Yeah, that helps you dry.
That's very convenient.
I was actually gonna use thaumaturgy and just make like a warm breeze.
Okay, you can still do it. She's just telling you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go do what she said.
Okay.
That's
As you step in, you tap on the rune, and it sort of lights up, and a burst of air comes out of the floor from nowhere that you can see, and it just You're just in a hair drying room.
Whoa! It's very surprising. It's breezy.
Most people react that way.
Very surprising.
She finishes up with your hair, Foth, and starts climbing out of the water.
Bye. Well, I assume she's moving.
Would you need anything else?
Where else are we going today, guys?
Bed.
I mean, it's like 9 o'clock at night.
Alright.
Somewhere to sleep.
You don't happen to have beds here, do you?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
There are
dang.
several inns around, though.
Which one do you recommend?
You recommend.
What?
I would. Well, it depends on your price budget. What are you looking for? Something modest? Something fancy?
Is there any like mid-range ones?
Modest.
Oh, let's see.
Do you have any Hotel 6s here?
Like a Best Western.
You might go to
Complimentary
Salt and
breakfast?
Pepper, if you're looking for mid, or you could go to the Leaky Tap if you're a little strapped for cash. There's also the Evening Nip. It's all right.
It's just alright.
I mean, the Song and Pepper sounds nice. Wasn't that where we were? Wasn't that the tavern we were just at?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just go back there and go to sleep. And then we can tell Arkin where we went, so he's not, like, all alone in the city again.
Yeah.
We do keep ditching him, and I feel a little bit bad.
Fine.
He'll be on his way pretty soon.
Yeah, he just shows up. Hello!
Oh, she won't have.
He's the NPC we keep running into in every town. Alright, well, back to the evening nip then.
The song.
Song and Supper.
Oh, I thought we were at the evening nip. Okay, sure.
I will join you guys later.
Well,
Huh?
Best of luck,
You're
folks.
staying behind?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay.
I will druid craft a rose and just hand it to both and go be a gentleman.
Gentlemen.
don't do anything I wouldn't do. And
Nikita does not know yet.
I do have one suggestion spell. No, that's dark. that's dark. Never
Oh
mind.
god.
Never mind.
Oh, Vesna, do you have any of those perfumes?
Oh, I do in fact have.
No!
I will give both one of the perfumes of bewitching.
No!
Oh my god. You two are terrible. Nope. So you can dry off your super wet wool clothes over there on that rune.
And I will dry off my clothes on the rune.
Your clothes aren't wool anymore, actually. You've
Oh,
got
that's
your
right, we
breezy
got-
summer clothes.
We got summer clothes, but still.
Yeah.
Like they're damp.
They are super wet.
Yeah.
Soggy. Alright, you all get your clothes returned to you, freshly laundered, except for Casdell. You just get dried off in a box.
Yeah.
We could argue that that's also freshly laundered. He did get dunked in warm soapy water and then dried.
Yeah.
I too am
You
clean.
do have a nice smell to you now. There was some kind of perfume in the water already, so you
Perfect.
smell clean.
Perfect.
As all
Just
of
put
you,
them through a
but
spin cycle in the water.
if you press the rune on the wall, it'll spin you real fast.
This one serves no purpose.
yep, tumble dry.
Spin dry.
You're already dry and you're clicking it anyway.
Did the halfling just go in our drying machine?
Yeah, we dunked him in the water. A bit of a laugh.
So as all of you, except both, who's staying behind for some reason, as you
For some
file,
Some reason, I gave him a perfume of bewitching. We know what's going on.
I got a rose and a perfume of the witching. We all know what's going on.
101.
oh god, don't encourage her. as you file out of this room, freshly dried and washed, you're proceeding past the public bath, and a door opens off to the side, which looks to be those private stalls that were talked about. And stepping out, you see a familiar form, veiled, the woman you saw earlier.
Beecher's mom?
Beecher's mom.
This wearing different clothes now, a different veil. They're all like a sea green. But her head turns as you're coming out, and the door shuts behind her. And she just sort of looks down at the floor. Doesn't seem to know what to say.
About what? Hi!
Nikita doesn't notice.
Nope, she doesn't know.
Nikita doesn't know.
Yeah.
Hey, another tabaxi.
It is impossible to tell that Zareen is a tabaxi with the veil on.
Ah.
It's like a burqa.
Yeah.
We saw you sooner than we thought you would, weren't you? Made it sound like we wouldn't see you for a while.
I mean, it's not like I followed you here.
Did you follow us here?
Follow me here?
No, I did not follow
Insight
you
check.
here.
Is she lying to me?
Smack Oak's
You're not there,
shoulder.
folks.
Do I need to do another zone of truth here?
We'll get drunk.
I'm gonna just cover Oak's mouth. Just
Who's doing an insight check?
I would like to insight check.
Go ahead, Jessa.
I don't think it's necessary.
21.
I think she was just also covered in lively guts.
What was that?
21.
21. From the tone of her voice and the, almost sheepish head down, she didn't follow you here. She's as surprised as you are.
Oh, cool. Okay. Is your friend around?
Downstairs if you want to go hang out with her.
Yes, he's in that one, and she gestures to one to the side and then to the other side, and Tarek is in the other. We're simply having a cleanse before retiring for the evening.
Seems like we all had the same idea.
Cleansing what?
The wyvern blood, Oak.
Oh.
Remember the big fight we had earlier?
Is your friend okay?
He's had a bit to drink.
Oh, he had his body weight in ale, so no. I'll be treating him for alcohol poisoning after he passes out later.
It is good that you can do that. Well, nice to see you again. I will let you proceed. And as she says this, the door next to her opens and Jara walks out, clad only in a towel from the waist down. It's just like this muscular blue dragonborn.
Woo! You work out.
Well, crikey, that was a nice splash. Hey, Zareen, did you get all finished? Hello.
Hi.
Hello again.
Hello again. Nice to run into you.
I'm skeptical about him. But I
Did
should-
you have a good splishy splashy?
We did. Then did you? I
Well,
noticed.
I got all the blood out of my ears, so I think we're doing better.
Excellent. That's great to hear. Nice.
Pascal doesn't stink anymore.
I never stink.
Did he stink before?
Oh my god, he's right.
I didn't notice.
Oh.
He has a low perception.
I just made a new friend.
He sort of waves down at you. This tall, burly, muscular-looking dragonborn. Hey,
I
nice.
hope you enjoyed your bath, Mister. Does he smell good?
What?
Perception check for smelling.
Perfect. Yeah, not very good. I think it's like
Smells delightful.
What'd you get?
9.
9. Even with that, he smells strongly of some kind of musky cologne.
Oh man, does it smell good? Should I get the same cologne?
It does smell pretty good. It's like an Old Spice.
Like,
Hey, where'd you get the cologne?
Right up at the front desk.
I'm gonna go buy cologne. I'm sick of people telling me I stink.
I mean,
Oak will still tell you that you
3
stink.
silver for the cologne he got.
Done.
natural perception of smell is,
Overwhelmed.
yeah.
Yeah, he stinks to you. It's too much.
Beezer takes like a half a step to the side when Castle comes back, trying to be polite, but like scrunching her nose a little bit.
Old Spice cologne.
Miss Beezer.
There's a lot of smells happening.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Lots of perfumes in here.
I'm not really used to it.
Smells like a spice house. It's nice.
Spice house.
Yeah.
Right.
Place where you buy spices.
Oh, yeah, no, I guess you got it right there.
There's
And who are
only
you?
two
You're lovely. Look at you, lovely lady. And he stretches out his hand to you, Nikita.
I was like, Nikita, like, is very hesitant because she's been watching you guys react kind of negatively towards them and, like, kind of, like, awkwardly towards the woman's like, nice to meet you too.
He just shakes your head firmly and gives you a big, sharp-toothed grin.
He's the beast dealer. Had the wyverns earlier.
Jara Smokewind, at your service. He gives you a little half bow. And who might you be?
Nikita.
Oh.
No, you can't have her.
She
Whoa.
Her ears are completely down now. She's like,
He does seem to notice that he withdraws his hand and sort of pats his stomach a little. Well, nice to catch up with you. You were completely invaluable today. I mean it. Not often I run into a bunch like you.
What'd you do with the wyverns?
Could help.
Yeah. Listen. He's talking to you now. Oki says, "Did you talk to your friends about my offer?"
I didn't bother because we would decline it anyway. However, I'm still looking. Actually, I don't look like him anymore. I go back to the tax collector thing. However, be on the lookout for this guy, and I point to myself when I change into the tax collector. He's a little taller than me now, but if you see him, put him in a cage.
Is he valuable?
yes.
Yes. To me, not to anyone else, but to me.
Not monetarily, but he is due for, I'd say a public beating.
Yeah.
Oh,
He needs to be
wow.
part of each other, so if you can do that too, do that.
Well, I wouldn't know exactly where to find you again, would I?
We're going to the same place. Just go to where you're going. We'll find you.
I don't think you understand exactly how big the Labenda Swamp is.
You're going to the Labenda Swamp. Did you tell us that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was going to Barrel
Hunting
Bin.
snappers out there for the
Yep, that's it.
monsters
Yep.
And other things.
and other things.
Well, maybe I'll just tell it to him myself. Right. Hey, maybe you don't want to talk when I'm like this. Sorry, can you get me another towel? Yes.
I'm bigger men than you.
She starts walking away. You get a towel.
I know I said it before, but I must caution you again. Be very careful in the Lavenda.
Well, you don't have to caution me.
If not against the beast, then against the druids.
Have you been to the Labenda before?
Yeah, of course I have. I've been hunting there loads of times. It's a right nasty place sometimes. Other times, super beautiful.
You
But,
don't call it the Dancing Forest for nothing.
hey, that's a good name. I've heard of the druids, not seen them much myself. Keep to themselves sometimes. But
So then who do you do business with out there? Or are you just there to collect?
no, just collect. Take them back down south, and we'll sell them here in Zadash.
Kind of interesting that you don't ask anyone, any of the locals about anything there.
Why would I need to?
I don't know. I guess you're a pretty informed man.
Rope them up, knock them out, carry them out.
Caesar's ears have gone flat.
Yeah. He does notice it. He says, "You a druid? Is that why you're warning me?"
I'm a local.
Well,
Bog snappers are no joke.
that's for sure. One almost took my leg off once.
Funny.
Zorin comes back with a towel now and he's like, "Hey, thanks, Zorin." And he just takes it from her and like drapes it around his chest. It's not covering much, but it's like he's trying.
He's got like a hand towel or something.
Yeah. Like, yeah, this'll make him more comfortable.
Well,
Well, I told your little oak right there. If you're looking for work, I'm looking for hands on my hunting up there. It'll be my last run, I'm hoping, but
your last run.
Before you
Yeah.
retire?
yeah, hoping. Gotta get those last beasties, and then maybe we can all retire, eh? Hey, Zareen! And Zareen sort of just inclines her head behind the veil. Yes.
Why'd you retire? You seem like a young guy.
The menagerie is me. The menagerie is what I take and what I bring. It's not like I've got a zoo somewhere.
You just
They're nice.
seems like, I don't know, retirement's a little bit premature. Have you reached a certain wealth amount, or?
Let's say I'm reaching the end of my contract.
In your contract.
I'd be willing to pay quite handsomely if what you're looking for is money.
What's handsomely?
Oh, let's see. Depends on how many things you want to stay around to help me catch.
Still, we
A couple
don't.
bag snappers, maybe 500 each. If you want to stay the whole journey till we finish up there, I'd maybe 2,000 each. 3,000.
It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold.
Wow.
We don't hunt animals, Dad.
Delightful seeing you again, but we need to be getting back to our rooms at the inn, and I'm gonna grab Casdal by both shoulders and just.
I'm sure we'll see you again.
Hey, I'll be at the Leaky Tap if you want to chat. Or find me in the Pet Market.
Thank God we're not going to the same inn.
That would be so awkward.
Ooh.
We show up and he's like across the hall, and I'm like, ah!
No.
That's where we're going, right?
It's just like Seinfeld.
Both knows.
Both is away, yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, folks, what are you doing with that fucking perfume?
The perfume we got months ago that we still have not used in any bag.
Well.
It hasn't been months. It's been.
Are you going to roofie the bath girl?
Oh God.
Is that what you're intending
No.
to do here?
That's essentially what it does.
What the?
No. Just gives you advantage, doesn't it?
It just gives
Yeah,
you
it gives you
advantage.
advantage on
Still.
charisma checks.
Yeah. Okay, are you putting it on?
Yes.
Hey, you have advantage on charisma checks.
How long does it last again?
It does not say.
Indefinitely. So I just take it once and I
It's on, so like maybe an hour or so.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be about right.
What you doing, folks?
Its effects last 1 hour. I'm going to walk up to her with the rose and say, what else, or what other services can I do tonight?
What are you looking for?
As I
Joseph.
said earlier, very fun and relaxing for me.
Well,
How many hours are you thinking?
Oh, Felt didn't even need the didn't even need the perfume.
Probably not.
with his current roles, maybe.
That he's gonna need it.
Yeah. How much can this get me? Or how long is this? And I pull out one of these small rubies.
Her eyebrows go up. She says, "That'll get you. Well, I could stay till morning if that's what you're into." Or,
Oh wow. That's a lot.
Sure.
nice.
Be delightful.
Where do you want to go?
Oh yeah.
Since I'm not here, because there's no rooms here.
Let's go to the Leaky Tap.
Do it. That'd be amazing.
That would be so funny. Drop a ruby on the lady of the night and go to the cheapest inn.
No.
And then they run into Zareen and
Song and supper in, don't I?
Yeah, you all got rooms, I think. Unless you were rooming with other people.
I don't know if you could have made a deal with the first, like the bar owner or whatever.
So you're taking her back to the science supper?
Is that one of the better places in this area?
I mean,
It's okay if you want to go to the fanciest place. You'd probably want to go to the Pillar Trove, which will charge you a lot more money.
And the next step down from the Pillar Trove.
That would be the science supper.
Alright, yeah. Song and supper it is.
Alright. So, as you return a while later with your companion, the rest of you are settling in for your evening sleep, unless there's anything you want to do before you go to bed.
Steal a chicken.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
You're not gonna have another pet.
No, I like it.
No, like a food.
No, this one's to kill and eat.
15.
15, yeah, no problem. You sneak into the kitchen, take one of the cold roasted chickens, and return to your bedroom.
I leave a copper piece for it.
Okay. I'm sure the chef will be fine with this.
Oak is not sober, so he doesn't remember equivalent. Price.
You have your chicken as you settle into bed with your chicken. Both you settle into bed with your friend, and the rest of you settle into bed with your various uneases.
Reset
Settles into her bed with a
spells.
cigarette of good shit.
Yeah, she's been through a day.
She's had a day, alright? She's gonna take the edge off.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you retire to your various
Domiciles.
you wake in the morning rested. Some of you less than others.
And all her stuff is gone.
No, it's not.
And she came to the bed. I'm just
Oh, whoa.
You are handcuffed. No.
And she just leaves you there.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You didn't pay for the key. Bye.
Oof.
That's another movie. As you wake in the morning to the sound of the bustling city outside, which sounds like a car commercial.
That fucking live.
It's weird how many people are trying to sell things here.
As you wake to the bustling sounds of Zadash, rested and relaxed from your evening of bathing and stuff, what are you doing?
Obviously, we go downstairs to regroup.
Oh yeah, we should consume food.
Yeah.
We should
There is
consume
food
them.
available on sort of like a sideboard, just like buffet style. Go get it.
Continental breakfast.
Yeah, there's like bread and meat and some pastries and fruit.
Wow, this was a good stay. This was. I would come back.
Grab some of the meat and spice it with her own spices.
They're just over there like rubbing cayenne pepper on some bacon. With your handy spice pouch, you could put anything you wanted on it.
It's
actually.
true.
Indeed.
What's that?
Nikita gets a range of things. She has a special, ironically, a couple of fruits, which is very unusual for Baxi, but, yeah, she likes them. No, I get a lot of meat.
She's an omnivore.
Omnivore. I like my fruit.
Yes, that's all right. Cats eat greens too.
That they do.
Are you joining your friends from the previous evening, Nikita?
Yeah.
All right. Just
I
chilling
know.
out.
Likewise, has Foth joined us yet?
Have you joined them yet, Fof?
I don't know, am I awake?
You do wake up, and there is a woman laying beside you.
Hell yeah.
A familiar sight.
This is the best case scenario.
She is alive. No, just.
Oh God.
God.
How close is she? I'm assuming none.
Oh,
Probably not.
There's no clothes in this room.
she put more
Um,
None. I'm brave.
Yeah, she sort of feels you move, and she opens her eyes a little bit, and she says, "That was a nice evening. I'll see myself out."
Very nice evening. Thank you for your company.
Bye, friend.
Thanks for the read. Gives you a little kiss and then gets dressed and walks out. The rest of you do see Lysiel just sort of walk down. She grabs a roll on her way out, gives you a little wave, gives you a little wave, and continues on her way.
Back, not surprised at
Oh,
all.
gives a very enthusiastic wave goodbye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Well, at least I know she's not evil. She would have taken Foth's stuff.
Yeah, I
She will.
know.
I'm sure it'll happen to her someday.
I hope so, because that'd be fun.
One of these days.
You know, usually it's the bard that does these things, but now it's the monk.
It's the monk. The monk in this party.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go against class.
Yes.
That's rule one.
So you all consume your breakfast. Arkin is there and he does join you. He's like deep in the study of some little book that's on his lap. It's full of diagrams and stuff.
Morning, Arden. Got any project planned?
Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking of maybe taking an apprenticeship and, broadening my skills before I
Yeah?
can go home. Yeah. It's a
That's
really,
exciting.
really interesting place. I've never seen so many humans.
Me either.
Oh,
You know
cool.
what would be amazing?
What?
If you made weapons for tails.
Like
Your tail is none.
Like a tail knife?
Yes, like a tail whip. Like you turn and you go whack.
Or a tail mace? I could do that, maybe.
I think that might be a little too heavy.
I was gonna say, is your tail strong enough for that?
Just for a little thing that you can just like turn your whole body and use the momentum and just like whack.
I mean, I can,
Arkin, let me lovely with you real quick. There's not that many people that have tails out here. I'd spend your business ventures elsewhere.
You're right, Casdale. There's not a lot of... I don't have a tail. Do you have a tail?
No.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
tail.
I'm tail.
Nikita.
I get a lot of tail.
Well, listen, we know. You don't have to. It's fine. It just looks slightly embarrassed.
He's just gonna throw a roll at both.
Make an attack roll.
Deflect missiles.
Attack roll.
Yeah, no.
Sir, get off my dice. Sir. Sir. He's on my whole bag of dice.
No, what a girl.
There you go. Oh, buddy. Those you. Okay. That's a 2.
Yeah.
Your roll misses entirely and hits Nikita.
Sorry.
I just meant she noms it.
Alright, what you doing after
I was
breakfast?
hoping I could use deflect missiles on that.
No need. You deflected missiles so hard you didn't even need to move. You just looked at me and I was like, whoops.
What? The force.
My bad.
I think we should go to that temple place that you guys were talking about last night, I think.
Yeah, the Temple of the Lawbearer. Kazdal, you said you wanted to go.
Yes, but there's also we left our thing with. We're supposed to have a meeting with a.
Oh yeah, we have that meeting in the morning.
Pulling up my old
that's
notes.
Wasn't that 2:30?
Yeah, it's in the afternoon. You have some time before that. You also have to pick up your fancy Aeorian robe.
My robe. Yeah, I do.
It was getting hemmed.
Yes, I want my. So there's a couple of Kazdal errands to run. And
We should
then
also
Right.
get you some armor.
Running some Kazdal errands.
Woo!
I do. I think I have the best armor I can. We went over this
Oh,
one.
you
I
did
thought
have it yesterday?
Yeah,
like the chain shirt is kind of the
Yeah.
the
Probably.
best
Alright,
for his
yeah.
class.
because I don't have any dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Right, I forgot about that.
are you all going on the Castel errand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go
Nikita's
to a
just
jeweler's
okay.
Cool. We can stop by jewelers.
Easy enough.
and a herbalist.
Okay.
Nikita has a lyre that she pulls from her bag and starts strumming it.
Oak will dance as poorly as he can to try and convince Nikita to teach another game.
Is she pretty good with the lyre?
Yeah, I have
Proficiency.
like I'm a bard. So
Yeah, that's what I was trying to pick up on. Does Kazdal pick up on that? Just like it's like, oh, she's pretty good with this.
She does have a pretty good way with the harp.
Gotcha.
it's not her first thing that she does with barding, but it's a thing.
Gotcha.
So where are you going first, guys?
Let's say we go to the Penta Market.
What did you need from a jeweler's, both?
Oh, I've got a bunch of jewels I've collected over the past couple days.
Trying to get him praised.
Where?
From some of the bandits.
Okay, and
That's where
what
this
do
one
you
came from.
need
This one.
an herbalist for? I'm basically a walking herbalist. Like, what do you need? I probably got it.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I just wanted to have some things just in case.
No
Because
cayenne
I've got the
pepper.
herbalism kit, but I'm not sure if or how many different
I mean,
herbs I have.
Bijou could probably do with some resupply.
I could do with some resupply, yeah. Blow on stuff.
Okay, where are you going first, guys?
Let's do the.
Casto stuff.
Sorry, I keep getting called. Let's go do my. Let's go get the Aeorian
We'll
rope.
get the robe.
Okay, you go back to the needle and thread. The man recognizes you and he says, "Oh, hello. Here you go." And he holds out a Khazadal hemmed down size, tailored perfectly to you, of the dark blue material with the silver threading in the strange runic symbols.
You're not gray anymore.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
very dark blue.
Yes, I say
not-
it's right up my
It's
alley.
not. It's like a midnight blue.
Oak, are you colorblind? He's just gonna like wave her hand in front of his face.
That's how you check colorblind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, it's
was he
exactly
wearing not gray?
I guess it's not gray.
No, I meant to say, was he not wearing gray initially? I thought he wore like muted tones.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the robe being gray.
No, I know Oak can't, like, Oak is like dog colorblind, so
You can only see yellow and blue.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah, no, Kestel, you usually wear gray.
Grays, browns.
Sometimes green.
You know, it's kind of like like a thing to put over your clothes, you know? Kind of like a kimono or
Tunic.
something. Yeah. It's
Sweet.
got like an open front, there's some pockets.
Woo!
I
It's
feel
like a lab coat that's really fancy.
wizardy.
Yeah, it's very wizardy.
Perfect.
Um,
Did I already pay this guy?
Are you wearing it, or are you...
Oh yeah, I'd love to put it on.
Can I-
You put it on, he looks very dignified in this outfit. It's kind of old-fashioned, like the sleeve has a long bell cut, you know. But yeah, you got your fancy robe. Where are you going next, guys?
Did I pay him yet, or I
You
can't
paid him
remember?
yesterday.
Okay, cool. We can go.
I suppose our next stop should be the jewelers to sell off
Yes.
some of both's
Real gosh,
jewelry.
Okay. Easy enough to find. You find a jeweler in the Penta Market area. Walk in, there's a half-elf woman just sort of behind this glass counter. Hello, how can I help you?
I've got some gems I kind of need to know the prices of.
Oh, sure. Pour them out. Let me take a look. And she takes out one of those, I don't know what they're called. Yeah, the magnifying thingies.
Mm-hmm. Jeweler's magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bag of gems, a bag of 19 small rubies, and the gaudy ruby ring.
Okay.
Take the cast over.
Yeah.
Oh, you're selling your engagement ring? Oh,
Oh, I'm
I
It
so
know.
didn't
sorry.
work out.
Hold on, the wedding.
That's so hard. We get people like that all the time. I'm sorry
That's-
for your loss.
Yeah.
They're still friends.
Yeah, looks over his shoulder at Castle.
Oh dear.
it's made things a tad awkward.
I'll take a look at it first, okay? She sort of,
He did not like it.
sort of looks at it, and her mouth gets a little bit grim, and she sort of puts it down very carefully, and she says, Can I talk to you over here, maybe private? And she just like drags you over to the side, and she's like, I'm so sorry, honey. It's glass. It's
He's so rank.
He's so cute.
Is it him? Oh God! And he brought you here to sell it. That's awful. I'm so sorry. I could give you 5 copper for the metal. You know.
Oh my god.
Sure, that works.
Okay. Here, come with me. Come and
Ouch.
see. I'm gonna get you tea. And she just like comes out with this cup of tea and only gives one to Flo. She's like
Caesar
giving,
is losing it.
she's like giving Casdell this nasty look.
like just kind of drumming up business, practicing her lyre.
Oh, could be dancing with them.
A thing like in front of her for money. And
Both of you make performance checks.
yeah, but she sees the teacher to like losing it across the line. It's like, I wonder what's happening over there.
Beezer is just cackling in the jeweler's shop.
Oak and Nikita make performance checks.
That's perception.
Oh, whoops. Ignore that one.
Performance.
That's the greatest rolls.
It's pretty average.
10 and a 9.
A 10 and a 9.
It's kind of like a kid's lemonade stand.
Yeah. People are like watching and standing around, but
Not really.
then they just leave.
Oh, he's just like
The
playing.
worst music I've ever heard.
They're like, the music's okay, the dancing's a little off-putting.
Beezer has to leave the jeweler's shop. She's laughing too hard at the tension.
That leaves Foth and Castel alone together.
As usual.
Way more awkward.
It's so funny.
I'm not backing down.
She like leans over the counter towards you, Foth. Did he give you these two?
No, I got these from someone else.
Oh, okay, let me take a look. And she like starts looking through the bag of gems you have, and then the rubies. She's like, well, those are real. Those are certifiably real. For the rubies, I could give you 200 gold. For the other gems, if you wanted to part with them, that would be 150.
Alright.
Best be sharing.
I think that sounds pretty good.
All right, great. She gives you the money. She's still glaring at Casdell now and then.
Beezer makes her way over to Oak and is like, Oak, you're not gonna believe this. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
What happened?
What happened?
That's just crazy chaos.
The
The
kid
ring,
1 year.
the ring was fake.
Wait, how did he get this ring? Wait.
I don't know where she got it, but she proposed to Casdell with it. And,
Oh my god!
and we're just cackling in the corner of the
You're definitely getting stares, you three animal-like people in the middle of the Penta Market, just laughing your heads off.
Just like rolling on the ground laughing.
As you're all laughing hysterically, a Crownsguard does kind of come over. He's got like his spear in his hand, and he's like, "Is everything okay?"
The ring was fake!
My friend proposed with a fake ring.
That's pretty funny, actually. He starts like laughing a little bit with as you and both exit the jewelry shop, you see Oak, Nikita, and Beezer laughing with the Crown's Guard.
As I'm leaving, I will shout out over my shoulder. Just for the record, she proposed to me.
You hear a pained gasp from the store. There will be gossip drama from this jeweler tonight. All our friends are gonna hear.
It shouldn't be so funny, but it is.
It's just so like, of course it's fake.
Now, where did you even get that ring?
From the bandit boss.
I wonder if he knew.
Right.
Herbalist shop next.
Yeah, herbalist shop.
That's easy enough to find as well. You do see a halfling is sort of just wandering around inside, like putting bottles in different places. And as you enter, hello, how can I help you?
Good morning. We just
Hi, good
need
morning.
to restock on supplies. Do you carry turmeric here?
Yes, right over there.
Excellent.
Okay. Hi, hello, nice to meet you.
Why?
She's just being friendly to all of you.
She's done with her lyre thing. She's gonna be looking for lavender specifically.
Okay. Easy enough to find. You can get as much as you want for a reasonable price. How much do you want?
Just like 2 small scoops, like about big.
It's like a small bag full.
5 copper.
5 copper?
Yeah. Lavender's pretty common here.
You don't have any pepper.
Cool.
Let's see.
That is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then,
What are you looking for, both?
hold on.
Just stuff I could use to make up like a healing potion and just cure other amenities that I'm familiar with.
Okay. To fully stock out your herbalist kit with all the things that you've been trained with, 6 silver for a fully stocked thing.
I will also drop 6 silver to stock mine back up, and can I get all the things I need to stock up my alchemist's kit in here too?
You'd have to go somewhere else for that.
Okay, what about my poisoner's kit?
For your poisonous kit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Another 6 silver.
Okay.
Can I get that stuff too?
Silver.
But she's like, when you ask about those things, she's like, well, strictly speaking, those are controlled substances. So we don't sell them here.
I see.
And then she's like gesturing to you to come over behind the counter, and she like carefully measures out these little boxes to you.
Oh, of course, I completely understand. Such
Yes,
dangerous
no, I
herbs
mean,
can't be.
yeah, like they're very controlled by these Starostas, so we don't carry them. If you tell anyone, just let them know we don't carry them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But you do.
She glares over at you, Castal. We don't carry them.
And there is no more Boxing Day.
I'm torn.
Don't mess with business, man. Don't mess with business.
I'll leave a note.
Castle. The things that they definitely don't sell here are the things that I use to keep you alive.
Well then.
Alright, you finish up at the herbalist's shop, where they don't sell poison.
Yep, no, they don't sell poison, not at all.
That's like the
Belladonna?
tagline.
No, we don't have any of that, sorry. No, none of that. No ink cap. No foxglove, sorry.
Definitely no mug.
Better not sell my
No
board.
mugwort. No hemlock. Definitely no arsenic. For your alchemist supplies, you do find a shop that sells. You find a chemist shop. Yeah.
Why does
7 silver to fill out your stuff with acid and bases and all those things.
Did both multi-class?
No.
Why is folk needing herbs and chemicals?
Spelf was already proficient with that.
Both has
I'm Christy Monk.
proficiency with the herbalism kit because of her subclass.
Oh, okay.
I heal people and kill them.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
they're basically doctor monks. I
Without
can
any
break your arm and
healing.
then I can fix it.
They're the scariest kind of monk.
I'm
I
gonna
will dislocate
dislocate
your arm, put it back in place, and then ask you to tell me what the truth is.
These are just not good at using herbs to make things.
Yeah.
Although she's usually a little bit better at making harmful things than helpful things, despite Keslin's best teaching efforts.
What about you?
Giant
Nikita?
peppers.
Anything you need to buy?
Need anything?
I already bought my lavender, that's all I wanted.
Okay. Lavender and rose perfume, that's all this cat needs.
Oh yeah.
Alright, where you going, guys?
Okay, well, is that all the shopping? Then what time of day is it roughly?
It'd be about afternoon now, so you have a little time if you want to kill it before you go to your appointment.
We could check out the
You can go
temple
get lunch.
or get lunch. Do you guys want to get lunch?
It's about lunchtime.
Let's find lunch. Is there somewhere interesting to eat lunch here?
Is that like a novelty stall with like kebabs or something?
There are so many in this Pentamarket. There are
Hell yeah.
food carts everywhere. Like
Nikita's just following her nose.
Street tacos?
you do find some. They look to be some kind of dumpling filled with meats and vegetables.
Going for that.
That smells delicious. I'm following Nikita.
Alright. For all of you, for all the dumplings, 4 silver.
4 silver.
That's an expensive freaking dumpling.
They're big though. They're like
That's
a
to
big
feed
dumpling.
everybody. They're buns.
Oak steals
Big
the
old ones.
chicken.
Are you stealing a live chicken or a cooked chicken?
Cooked chicken.
Just check.
Caesar's gonna munch on the meat bun and wonder if the wolf actually kept his word and is staying away from the town's sheep, or if he's gonna end up in the menagerie again.
And then we have to break him out
I
again.
hope
21.
21. No one sees you steal that chicken from that roast chicken cart.
you just suddenly have one.
Kind of walk away and then walk up to the group. Hey, Peter, you still want the bones?
Yes, please save those.
I'm gonna take a silver from my.
How long have you been saving chicken bones?
Since this whole thing started.
That's true.
You have a lot of chicken bones in your basket.
That's not true. I used the first ones that I had, my 2 wine bottles of chicken bones, to make chicken stock soup.
You're right.
Oh, you use them for soup?
Yeah, you crack them open and scrape out the marrow and make chicken stock soup. You can also boil the bones to get the calcium out of them.
I thought it was going to be something a little bit more druidy and cool, but anyway.
Soup is druidy.
Uncooked,
Food is
uncooked
cool.
soup. It's Pestilence recipe. It always makes me homesick.
It's at this moment, Beezer, as you're sort of just hanging around in a green space, eating your lunch before you go to the temple, that you see a purple and dark green hummingbird sort of flit out of one of the trees and hover in front of your face.
Hello, friend. Gonna hold out my hand for it to land if it wants to.
It lands and looks up at you, and it speaks in a voice very familiar to you.
Oh.
And it says, in a soft female tone, Odi worthif a keslen, dudalanin clan sauri sachi, naimi imnia ort, orisag dronai vow, skoldi beam, kalian asmiera quail, ashlage, stirdal jeed, fauthi pishin. Which you understand in Druidic to mean, from I and Keslin, brave daughter, clan safe and happy, don't worry. Suspicious bad news from the Burning Mountain. Callion and Miera missing. Scride, proud of you. Hurry home, Pishin.
Aw.
And you recognize this as the voice of your grandmother, Jelena.
With Animal Messenger, do we hear the animal talk to her, or is it just like...
Yes, you
Yes,
you hear the voice, and you hear the weird druid language.
pouring out of this hummingbird.
Do you tell us
And
what it says?
Beezer gets a little teary, and her tail does a happy, like, it's just, aw.
Well, I mean, at least she's happy. At
That's
least.
good.
Bad news. What happened?
Some of my clansmen are missing.
You do recognize those names as the leaders of Clan Skoldubin.
That's very not good. The Fire Clan leaders are missing. That's very bad.
Uh-oh. That ain't good. I don't know much about druids, but I know that's bad.
That
Sounds like
is
a power
indeed
vacuum.
We just
Bad.
missed many times.
That's not good.
Do we need to leave?
I don't think there's much we could do at the moment. I mean,
Maybe it was the damn tax collector.
I doubt that very much.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that some greedy little tax man could take on the proud leaders of Klein Skalde Bane. They're fire druids. The man is basically paper.
Speaking of that man in paper, you'll pull out some of the documents from Clemens Hupper's chest.
Alright. You took them all, right?
What you got there?
What are these?
Okay, you've got like 2 folders worth of documents written in Zemnian.
So I'm guessing I'm going to hand them to Kazdo, because I don't speak Zemnian.
Okay, you hand them to Kazda.
What are these documents?
You flip through
I
them.
just told you.
No, I didn't hear you, first of all, but, and then that was...
They're papers from Clemens Hupper's reserve stash.
Oh, is it like
documents.
their ledgers and stuff?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
as you
Oh,
flip
okay.
through,
Okay.
a lot of them are like old records of like, we made this much this year, and accounting expenses,
Gotcha.
and there's like an employment sheet of like, these are the people that are working for me, and it's very dry business stuff. There's also a schematic which shows a 4-story tall building, like a blueprint of a new silver spoon that he was probably wanting to build at some point. But that's pretty much it. It's like all his business papers, both stolen.
As I'm flipping through them, I'll ask, is there anything specific I'm looking for in here? Or also, how you got these, I kind of don't want to know.
Good, because you're not going to be learning about that.
Okay.
Both, I must insist you stop going off alone.
Yeah.
Oak wants to know why you didn't invite him.
You weren't around at the time.
Was I drunk?
Yes.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Am I looking for like the tax collector's name or?
Yeah, stuff like that.
I feel like that was the
Anything
tangent.
that's out of the odd or out of the ordinary.
Okay. Is there anything kind of?
Make an intelligence check, Casdell.
Investigation.
For an investigation.
Okay.
I gave you some bardic inspiration, Casdell.
Oh boy, howdy! I can also guide
How
myself.
do you do that?
I'd be like, you're looking for stuff and you're gonna find it, yeah!
Yay!
What's?
Awesome first part.
I know that's pretty dope. What
I
is
like
it?
to get your ears get sparkly
Uh-huh.
and like twitch.
President.
Press it.
That. Yes.
I go, yeah, and then when my arms spread out, a small explosion goes between my hands, but it's just an illusion.
Boy, howdy. Is it a D8, a D? I don't.
I think.
The D4.
Yeah, it should be a D4.
Okay. And then I will also guide myself.
Okay.
Give myself yet another D4.
Jay says hello.
Howdy.
Can you guide yourself?
I can.
Can you do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration is a D6 at this or at the
Oh.
4th level.
Yep.
At 5th level, it's a D8.
Boy, howdy. One can be in pretty.
Bard is so cool.
Nope, because those were some low rolls. That's a 10 total.
Oh my
total?
god.
I rolled a 3, a 4, and a 3.
Oh.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah. With a 10, though, you don't glean much more than that the name Alcor is written on one of the, expense sheets as a charitable donation of 500 gold pieces.
Charitable donation.
Wow. That's weirdly vague.
But other than that, these are just dry business documents.
Is there anything like who received this donation? Like who is the accountant, I guess, of
Everything that's listed on these ledgers is the personal and business transactions of Clemens Hubbard.
right, but there's no I'm like if it's like a check, it'd be like to who that person's written out to. I want to know who the charitable
The charitable donation is to the Silver Spoon.
but not anyone specifically.
Like private donor.
Okay. All right. Just saying if I could trace who received it.
You would gather it's probably Clemens Hubbard, the owner.
Clemens Hubbard owns the Song and Supper?
No, he owns the Silver Spoon in.
Oh, these are from the Silver Spoon.
Yes.
Sorry, I wrote down the Song and Supper, and I got really confused.
Oh, we didn't steal from them.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
I don't plan on it.
Only a chicken.
Only chickens.
Okay.
Which he underpaid for.
Oak didn't intentionally underpay for them.
How's my chicken turned into a penny? So you all finish your lunch and your perusal of legal documents.
Good to know.
And are you heading to the the archive?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Let's
For our meeting.
business first.
Heather's gone. I'm just assuming Nikita's going along.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all make your way over to the archive of the Cobalt Soul, head up the steps and into the large, beautifully marble building.
These are nice. Wait, it doesn't have this. Wait.
As you enter inside, you see the same person sitting behind the help desk that you saw before. She sort of glances and she says, "Oh, hello. You've come for your appointment."
Right.
Well, you will be seeing Archivist Yakira today.
Archivist Nakira.
Yakira.
Archivist Nakira. Okay. Oh, Yakira. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a waiting area, or do we just get to walk in, or?
I'll lead you up to the meeting room. You're led up flights of stairs into a room off the second floor. There are bookshelves everywhere here. You know, just the decor seems to be, if it's not a book, it doesn't belong on the wall.
Alright.
And you're led into a meeting room. It's got several different chairs. There's a little coffee table. And there is a human woman with sort of graying hair standing there. She's got little glasses. She says, "Hello, I'm Archivist Yakira. It's nice to meet you. Please have a seat. Would you like a biscuit?" She puts a little plate of cookies on the table. Sits down.
Are they just like unfrosted, or?
They look like they're gingerbreads that are just made in random shapes.
I'll try one.
Oh, they're cute.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'll indulge. Hi. Did they tell you? Is this the private? Is this as private as we can get?
This is a meeting room. It's just me. They said you had something to tell us about the Cobalt Soul in general.
Is it like? I'm gonna like look around, perception check. I want to make sure we're entirely alone.
Okay. Insight check or
Perception.
perception check.
Let me scroll in here. Plus a tree. 16.
This room is pretty open. The door is open. There's another door that seems to lead to an office that's open.
Yeah, can we close these?
All right. She sort of gets up and shuts both of the doors. Comes and sits back down.
I would like to take out my stone. And I'll kind
Sleeping
of.
Egg is not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you take out your stone.
I'll put it on the table. So, not sure where else to go with this, but this is some kind of object connected deeply to something that a lot of people don't know about, I guess. I tried to find information on it elsewhere, and they redirected us here.
Alright, I don't personally recognize this.
Cult of
You recognize
Deseret.
the name Deseret?
I have heard of that name, yes. It's one of the old cults before the establishment of the Empire.
It's not quite so old. A few of its active members were impersonating members of the Cobalt Soul to gain information or to potentially just destroy a library. We're not entirely sure.
Well, that's a very serious allegation.
Are they dead?
One of them is, yes, very dead. The other one is in jail.
Well,
Alright, where is this person in jail at?
Well, and I turn towards both.
What do you mean, well?
What did you do?
What did you do?
She's in Luthadern with the monk, or with the
Molesmere.
Molesmere order.
Oak puts his hands on his head and says, "Oof."
Well,
I'll trust both. Whatever, but
I mean, there's a branch of the Cobalt Soul over there, isn't there?
there is not exactly. There is a library. It is not a Cobalt Soul library. I think it is anyway. Let me double check.
Well, y'all might want to get some eyes and ears out there, because just a thought. We also have a dragon.
Yeah.
No, that's the Vellum Steeple Archive you're thinking of. It is
And you gave your
Yeah, we have the bioweapon. I know.
yeah bioweapon to
I know.
not the Cobalt Soul.
We're in a Cold
not
War.
the Empire, but really the
Cerberus Assembly.
Cerberus
He's a loyal
Assembly.
man.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're not one
okay.
to talk. You gave your family a white dragon egg.
Her eyebrows go up.
Neither of you are on good standing with me.
We're in an arms race. It's
I'm
fine.
aware of that.
It's the Cold War. Literally, because it's a white dragon.
And it's frostbite.
Not out with them?
Well, this is a lot of information all at once.
Stop.
I thought she was outside with her. Sorry.
We don't have any influence over anything in Luthadern. Sometimes we visit the Villain Steeple as a friendly researcher to one another. They're not part of our organization. So you say these people were impersonating Cobalt Soul members,
Alright.
and they tried to steal your rock?
Well, they also brought some. These apparently are seals of
We've
some
heard that
kind.
these are actually seal stones or deseret.
Huh. Okay.
I was hoping you could give us more information on that.
You look scared.
I can find you books about Deseret and the cult surrounding that entity.
is that allowed here?
And the is what allowed, sir.
Having books of other entities or deities, I mean.
No. Sorry, we had a bad experience up in... Don't worry about it.
Having books on anything is allowed here in the Cobalt.
Okay.
Out in the city, you might want to be a little careful about what kind of books you own.
No.
But I could help you research that, certainly. I don't know exactly how we would go about investigating such a claim when the person involved is in Eastern. Perhaps.
My apologies about that. I will try to have some lines established, unless you already have the means to do so.
She looks very overwhelmed right now. This like, she's like in her 50s, she's like, okay,
Yeah, is there a manager we can speak to? Just
It's at this moment that the office door that she shut bursts open, and you see standing there a halfling woman with kind of like a buzz cut, and then like just one like braid going down. Bright red. It's like super scarlet. This
It's like aggressive red.
aggressive red, very obviously dyed. She's got like these runic symbols tattooed down the side of her neck. 2 swords on her belt, and a like a metal cylinder also on her belt.
Reaching for a sword.
And a kind of like an over tunic with no sleeves and a sash with the cobalt.
She's cool as
symbol.
hell.
Yeah.
But she just burst into a private meeting.
Out of the office.
Oh.
And she slams open the door and she's like, Yelena, this is ridiculous. Just go.
Were you listening?
Of course I was listening. What the fuck do you think I was doing?
I didn't know you were
The
here.
second trick you made, Gazdale.
Gosh dang it.
All you found out was the door was open. Just go make some more biscuits. They're great.
They're fine.
They're
All right.
delicious.
Are they okay?
Alright, Expositor, do you not need any assistance? No, it's fine, it's whatever, just, I want to talk to these,
It's whatever.
the woman kind of gets up and, like, looks a little uncomfortable and leaves.
Thank God, I can leave.
Yeah, closes the door. The halfling woman sort of strides over to you, kicks back on the couch and puts one of her feet up on the table. You're saying that some bastards impersonated Cobalt Soul members. You killed one of them, or they died some other way, and then you gave another one of them over to Luthadurn for some fucking reason.
That's what I said.
We let the soldiers of the town we caught them in arrest her. I'm
And
not
what-
sure
and
how
what
she ended
town
up in
was
Luthadurn.
And what town
That's
was
me.
that exactly?
Ice Haven.
Oh, Ice Haven. So, did you happen to meet a man at a lighthouse?
Yes.
Yes.
That's actually where we
We
killed
helped
the one.
defend him.
He's a cool guy.
He's a friend of
Yeah,
mine,
he's
actually.
Oh, is he now? She kind of squints at you a little bit.
I'm
Who?
being as open as I can. I mean, I'm sure she's trying to read me, but
Oh, she's definitely, like, taking in all of your outfits, everything you're wearing. Alright, well... She looks at you, folks. So you gave whoever this was over to Luthadurn because... Why?
She's my sister and I don't quite trust the Empire.
rehab.
Also, hopefully rehab.
Ooh, you're refreshingly honest. I appreciate it. Alright, fair enough. I don't particularly trust the Empire myself.
How
Too
dare
much
you?
racism in Ice Haven, for my taste.
Well, you can't say that's not true in most of the Empire. And you say they were after these rocks here, and she points at your rock, Casdo.
Yeah. Apparently some kind of seal stones. The archivist said she was going to bring us some kind of books about this.
Can I see it?
I don't know about that. There's a weird thing where if you touch it, it gets all funny, and
Like maybe don't touch it with your bare hand.
So it's a cursed thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Alright. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a pair of black leather gloves and just puts them on.
Kinky.
Alright.
Why are you so cool?
I don't know if that'll protect you, but we'll try, and I'll give her the rock.
Okay. She sort of looks it over. Well, that's the seal of Deseret, that's for sure.
Do you know about
For
this?
damn sure. Look at that thing. Huh. Well, I've seen a picture of this thing.
Oh.
They're supposed to be safely stored over in Vasselheim.
Vasselheim.
Where's Vasselheim?
Well, that's over on a different continent.
Oh.
It's,
Oh, see, I
What's
was.
a continent?
It's a giant body of water. It's like an
Big
island.
island.
what's a continent?
A big body of water, that is not it.
Not a continent.
Big island.
Every time Beezer asks something, Kazo always starts with explaining the bigger concept. How do you get to a continent? Oh, through a big body of water. What did she say the other day? It was like, what's snow? Or I can't remember, but like...
Yeah. Like, what's a storm? I don't know.
What's
a
thunder?
blizzard?
Yeah.
What's a blizzard? Just a lot of snow. Oh, there's already a lot of snow. No, like a lot of falling snow. Oh.
It's a different continent.
Vasselheim.
It's a city on a different continent.
Yeah.
Known as the first city by sun.
Oh.
She's telling you this. After the calamity, when the gods messed up the world or whatever the fuck happened,
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I do
he gets
that.
it. You do what?
The fuck?
Gonna smack both upside the back of the head. Serious conversation. Keep it in your pants.
Listen, if you're flirting with me, that's real nice, but I'm too old for you.
Both? No.
Anyway, listen, so whatever, and it's like super religious. There's all these odd temples there for all the gods, and they don't like arcane magic, and it's all whatever. Anyway, they have lots of items there that's protected by one or another temple, right? To keep the cursed stuff out of the world. Last I read, these things should have been in Vasselheim. Protected.
And at least 3 of them are on this continent.
Yeah, that's a fucking mystery.
How many of them are there total? Do you know?
4.
7.
Oh, never mind. I thought there were 4.
7. 7 seals made by the Julius Dominion and the first Cerberus Assembly to trap Deseret, to keep her from burning down the entirety of the world after the calamity happened and Asmodeus fell into hell.
I have one, Beezer has one. Foth, do you have one, or did you give it to your sister?
I would not give it to my sister. I took it from my sister and I gave it to my brother.
We don't
That's
know
it.
what you would give to your sister.
That's it. So
You got a lot of siblings,
That's
don't
me.
you?
I have many siblings, yeah. Most of them adopted.
Am I missing any?
All of them adopted, actually.
All of them.
You don't have to be so snippy about it. I'm just making conversation laugh. Anyway,
Just
listen.
these guys get on my back, but not sharing.
And so you tell it all to a total stranger, and you give
Which is
things to
pretty
your
cool.
things to your siblings, and don't tell us that you gave things to
Do
your
you
siblings.
see the
I don't
braid?
trust Any of your siblings.
Castiel knows.
I don't blame her. I am
He
pretty
was
cool.
there.
I do.
Casto doesn't tell us anything either.
It seemed like it was. It seemed like it was very private information.
What's on him?
Beezer's gonna like shake both by the front of her outfit and just
Information
Y'all
seemed to be on the
seem
need
very
to know.
close. That's nice.
You're going to have a long
We've been
talk
together for
about.
like 3 months.
We're going to have a long talk about
That's enough
talking,
time.
folks.
People get married after that point.
You'd be surprised.
I don't want to know, mister. Listen. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the manager of this place.
Why not?
She already knows a bit about it, so...
I don't think that was the manager.
Yelena works down in the kitchens.
Oh. Oh wait, what about you, Kira? The lady you just employed?
Oh, sorry, Yakira. Yakira works down in the kitchens. I bring her up when I need someone friendly and approachable looking.
Oh.
Understandable.
What's your name?
That
I don't think we ever got your name.
Yeah, I don't know your names either. But we're talking about these fucking rocks. Anyway, I'm Saya Kresh, Expositor Saya Kresh. Usually I'm over at the Rexentrum archive.
I don't even know how to begin to spell that. Saya
I'll
Kresh.
type it.
Sounds like there's a hyphen in there somewhere.
Her first name's just Saya. Last name Kresh.
Gotcha.
Nothing. You did nothing. For once.
I'm usually over in the Rexentrum archive, but I've been down here kind of sniffing around.
Ooh, you're from the capital.
Yeah, I'm from the capital. We got some word that the, what's his name? High Curator Loman Toure, he's the old fart that runs this place. We got some information that he might be, shall we say, how do I put this politely?
Put it in
You
politely.
don't have to be polite for us.
Be impolite then.
Thank you, that is super liberating. He's in the fucking pocket of the Cerberus Assembly. So, I don't appreciate that. We're an independent entity, and I don't like anyone taking orders from the Emperor, the Empire, the King, or the Cerberus Assembly. So, I've been sniffing around, and funny enough, the original person that you were scheduled to meet was not me, as it should be, as the expositor who's on duty right now here in the archive, but it was
Expositor Dyron.
himself, yeah. The High Curator himself wanted to meet you and talk to you, and he should not be doing that. There's a process, there's a procedure. So...
Curious to meet him.
Oh, he's on his way. His appointment for you was moved to 3 p.m. So he'll be showing up. And I'd appreciate it if you kept your mouth shut about what you told me.
Oh no, moral quandary, what do I do? What?
Say anything.
Do you have a way we can knock him out for a bit?
Someone is saying don't say anything, you don't say shit.
It kind of seems like she's like going over her boss's head though.
Expositor.
Don't care, her boss is a puppet.
This is like...
Shh. Expositor, why exactly are you worried about the Cerberus Assembly learning about these things?
Are you from the Empire?
Yes.
Only technically.
Where are you from?
Dancing Forest. The Labenda Swamp. You guys don't know what that is.
The Dancing Forest over in the Druid territory?
Yes.
Up by a barrel then. Yeah, no, I know it. Alright, yeah, no, you wouldn't know. Listen. I know it sounds weird. I understand. But you'll understand when you meet him. If you don't do that and you want to tell him all you told me, that's okay. Just know he's not taking your words to help out the Cerberus Assembly, and he won't be letting you. He won't be letting you. That's what I can tell.
Sorry, I'm getting important chicken news.
Chicken news is important.
The chickens taught Ariel how to forage for bugs. They're very proud of themselves. Just straight is fine. Yes.
I'm a little bit confused as to why everyone shouldn't know about this.
Kazdal, you remember how there was those people in that library in your hometown who tried to fucking kill us?
Understandably, but doesn't that mean that it seems like this is more layers of security is better, right? The more people, the bigger the people know.
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect us from...
Kazdal, we're lowest on the chain here. They'll probably just kill us to keep it a secret.
Wait. Let me get this straight. Is that technically a weapon?
You might call that an artifact of the deadliest nature.
Right, Nikita, you weren't a part of this.
Then we have a lot of entities would want to have that to have as a weapon, and therefore will want to kill us.
Oh, that thing's not a weapon. That thing's a key.
It is a key to unlock the door to a very dangerous entity that wants to end the world in fire.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about what's written.
Kazdal, that's the vision I've been having for months.
And I understand that. Well, I don't because I haven't seen your vision, but it just seems like...
That's the next moment that there's a knock on the door.
I pocket the stone.
Nikita is openly nervous, trying to control herself.
Well, come on in then. And the door opens, and you see this, not exactly elderly, but this is an older man, probably in his mid-60s, graying hair, very long Cerberus Assembly robe. He's got his sleeves tucked together, poofy beard.
You say it is a Cerberus Assembly robe?
Mm-hmm. Or sorry, not Cerberus Assembly.
Soul?
Okay.
Sorry, Cobalt Soul.
Okay.
There's a lot of names.
I was really nervous there for a minute. I'm like, oh no.
It's a Cobalt Soul insignia on his robe.
Conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
And he begins speaking in Zemnian to Saya and he says, well, I wasn't expecting to see you here. And she replies, no, I don't think you were. And he says, I have an appointment. And she says, yeah, I know. He says, are you insisting on sitting in on this one as well? And she says, yep. And she puts her other foot up on the table and crosses her ankles.
Oh, this is so awkward.
I love her.
And he's like, very well, as the High Curator wishes. He sort of bows a little bit and he switches to common and he says, nice to meet you. I am High Curator of the Zadash Archive. My name is Lomen Toure. I was told that you have important information.
Do you have a tea kettle?
That's not very important, but yes.
I'd like to make some tea.
Okay. We encountered some impersonators to the Cobalt Soul.
He sort of walks over and like stands next to the chair that Saya is sitting in, which is kind of facing this half moon of all the other chairs and couches. And he just sort of stands there for a second and she glances up at him. What?
What?
He's like, and he goes and sits in one of the side chairs. tucks
I
his,
adore this woman.
tucks his sleeves in. An impersonator.
Few, actually, and they were convincing enough that they got into one of your libraries.
The lighthouse in Icehaven.
You know about it.
Of course I know about it.
Am I making tea right now?
You do not have a tea kettle. No one has answered you.
You just said you wanted to. You said you wanted to make tea. He said that's not very important, but we have one. It's a huge archive.
I guess I'll
Caesar
just
pulls a
leave.
tea kettle out of the handy haversack and just hands it to Bo and goes, "Good luck."
Alright.
Can we have trippy tea?
No, we're not having trippy tea. I'm not trip sitting you again.
Aww.
I will start making some tea.
On what?
Out of this room somewhere.
It's gonna wander with a tea kettle.
Can I get a light?
There is no fire in the fireplace, though. It's
Oh no, I
day.
want to go out somewhere else.
You just want to leave the room.
Tea. Anybody want tea?
You wander away. Ask for
I'm
directions.
gonna go make some tea.
You ask for directions. You're directed down to the kitchens. The woman that you saw earlier is in there currently mixing a bowl. She's like, Are you lost?
Nope, came here to make some tea.
I can bring you tea.
I've got this.
Make a persuasion check.
This is the weirdest choice.
I've got 7.
Alright, but I don't think you're allowed to be in here. Yes. So I think you should go back up to the High Curator.
I was directed down here. I just wanted to make some tea from my homeland.
Deception check.
Well, he was gonna say for my homies.
Just want to make some tea for my homies.
Gotta make some homie tea.
That was also a 7.
I will bring you some hot water. I think you should not be in here.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, you explain the situation to him and everything that happened.
Not everything. I do leave out the keystones.
Okay, you leave out the
Turning
keystones.
into an alligator and eating that guy's leg.
Oh no, I leave that part in.
Yeah.
That was the cool part.
His bushy
Intimidation
gray
tactics.
eyebrows keep going up and up.
Receding eyebrows.
Just looking more and more alarmed as you continue your story.
Of course, that was only because he planted the mimics that killed me originally.
This is new to Nikita.
She's like,
God.
Yeah, she died.
I don't exactly understand why they were at the lighthouse or trying to kill you.
Oh, it's because we went to this one place.
Have you done any investigation into it?
What?
This is probably the first I'm hearing about some of it.
I haven't heard of this yet. I got a report from the keeper of that tiny little branch.
It was a big lighthouse.
Saying there was an incident, but that no one was harmed and none of the books were harmed.
The damage was fairly minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just a door.
Just a
Really?
door.
Mm-hmm.
Seems interesting that you guys
I
want.
sent him money for it. He didn't mention anything about the deception, unfortunately, so we will have to look into why he left that out. And he's like sort of stroking his beard a little bit, muttering to himself about all the things he has to do. Well, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We certainly appreciate it. If there's anything else you have to tell us, feel free.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. What?
What?
Sorry. Bard ghost.
I think
Prophetic knowledge.
I think those were wizard words.
Bard ghost, sorry.
Bard ghost. He's been followed by the spirit of a bard since he sat on a headstone during a funeral. It's very
Who
bad.
exactly are you people?
We are the unnatural disasters.
When you hear a thud, you know it's us.
We're still working on the slogan.
Adventurers, huh? Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. We certainly appreciate it. I'll look into this incident. Yeah. Thank you for your time. And he sort of like stands up and like gives you a little nod.
Dang, I was hoping to give him a cup of blazing tea.
You are
Is
entering.
that what you were trying to do? You were trying
Yes.
to prank the man?
You are returning. You did return, and she did come back with a teapot. So,
Not gonna stick around for any tea.
no, thank you. I don't like hot beverages.
Actually, High Curator, I did have one question for you that you may know a little bit better than anywhere else I could ask this question, really.
Yes.
Do you know of any strange, how do I word this so that it makes sense? And she just goes off in druidic, mumbling to herself for a minute.
I'm afraid I don't speak that language. I'm so sorry.
She's just thinking. Give her time.
Here, have a cup of tea while you wait.
Convergences, celestial, when planets line up and make the magic in the world stronger. Do you know if there's any of those happening anytime soon?
I don't off the top of my head. I'm sure we can have someone help you look for that in the library. You're welcome to peruse our stacks with supervision.
I can't read.
We can read, and we're happy to
That's
read
true.
to you.
You guys have people that will read? That's like the most ADA accommodated thing I've ever heard in my life.
Not me personally, but there will be people who can read to you.
Paige's name is Raven. She can't read.
I can't read.
I can't swim.
I can't swim. I quote that all the time because I can't swim.
What up, I'm Beezer, I'm 23 and I never learned how to read.
Little one.
Well, if I'm sure the expositor can help you downstairs to our staff. Isn't that true, expositor? Sure thing, High Curator. Nothing else would make me happier. She kind of gives him a biting smile. Well, I hope you enjoyed sitting in on this. I'm sure it was just a great use of your time. Yeah, it was. He's just like... He takes the cup from you both almost as an afterthought and just...
What was that? Can I?
I made it very strong for him.
Ah,
I grab it and I go.
Oh, don't.
I'm
Oh,
like-
you're allergic to spice.
I fall over and just like unconscious.
I'm so
you're
sorry about
unconscious.
that.
Your mouth is burning though. And Saya stands up at this moment reaches for her belt and clicks a thing on the cylinder, and bam, she's holding a metal staff, which has exploded into its long form. And she holds it out and makes a move to go hit you, Foth.
Wait, it's spicy tea. It's just spicy tea. Look, he's just overreacting. Look, I'll take the last swig of the teacup. He's allergic to spice. He keeps doing this to himself because he wants to die, I guess.
No!
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a little thing of goat cheese and hand it to him. Go, take that and shut up.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay, you take the dodge action. She is currently still at the ready. There's no need for violence, Expositor.
Both.
Sometimes there's
Why?
a need for violence.
Both. Why?
She woke up and chose violence today.
Alright.
She reaches out with one hand and takes the cup from you, Beezer. Smells it. Ah, you are from Uthadorn. She puts the cup down. Well, you can go, High Curator. They're no trouble. Not trying to poison you. And he's still like choking a little bit. He's just like, yeah, no, I understand.
He gets it, and I point out that at the curator.
He's choking because there was too much honey in it.
I'll see you later, Expositor. Yep, yep, you will.
That was
And he
probably
exits
not a
the
good
room.
idea.
She
No, but
looks up at
oh.
you, puts her staff down, lays it on the couch, and walks over to you, looks up at you, sticks out her hand,
I'm gonna handshake.
handshake. She's like, that was fucking funny.
I thought it would be. I thought you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I did. I really like that. That was a good idea.
Both if I had hair, I'd be going gray from all of the stress that you give me.
I like you. What's your
There
name?
are only two.
Both. Winter
Nice.
Bow.
No flirting, Code.
2 brain cells.
It's not gonna work, mister. Beezer, let's see. You were Beezer. That one's Oak.
Yes.
Nikita, and I didn't get your name.
Gazdal.
Asdell. Alright, well. Not sure if you picked up on the animosity.
Just entirely confused by it.
Reminds me of Klein meetings.
He's under investigation from Udolafon, and he doesn't take kindly to that.
What?
They had the High Curator of the archive in Rexentrum. She's suspicious that he's been given secrets out, let's say.
I do like secrets.
Letting restrictions in that shouldn't be let in, you know. Censoring books. So, anyway. About your stone, I'm sure we can go find some information you might be needing. We can find your planet shit. Yeah, no, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Your rocks, I'm definitely concerned about. Definitely concerned about your people that tried to smash up that library.
They tried.
Oh, I mean, what? 50% of them are dead at this point, so.
Half. One
I
is
did actually bite his leg off and beat him to death with it.
And the other one?
That's my sister.
Yeah.
The other one's in rehab, hopefully.
Yeah, the other one's getting the celebrity treatment.
I also gave my brother the seal stone that my sister had.
Aha.
He's a fairly powerful wizard with Utherderm, and I figured having these stones as far apart as possible would probably be the best choice.
Seems like we should, funny enough, it seems like they should actually all be in the same place. Like, now that we've learned that they need to be in Vasselheim.
Well, they should have been in Vasselheim, not exactly sure why they're not. Well, we can go research that then. And she does lead you down to these stacks, and you spend about the next hour and a half. She's just like brusquely ordering people around, like, bring me this book, flipping through pages with you guys. She's She's not a very friendly person to any of her coworkers.
I love her to pieces. She is the coolest person we've met.
It's okay. This isn't her.
And I got on her good side.
I want to be her.
But you do glean from all this investigating that Deseret had a cult about maybe 200-300 years ago around the Burning Mountain, which was gathering more and more followers and believing that they needed to release Deseret the god in order to have a good world again.
Burning Mountain. My Burning Mountain?
Yes, Mount Mentiri.
Oh shit.
And this, what are they called?
Cult.
Cult! I was like, club! That was the only word that was coming to me.
They have meetings on
Deseret,
Tuesdays.
After-school activities. You can only stay if you maintain a C average.
You gotta get your parents' signature.
The cult of Deseret was
Yes,
wiped out by the Jewelist Dominion before it was defeated by the Empire. It was the Phoenix itself was sealed by the Cerberus Assembly, the original Cerberus Assembly, before the Empire took over basically most of this continent. So that's what you find out about Deseret, that she's believed to be either dead, that she didn't exist, or that she is locked inside the mountain somewhere.
So what is that? In our research, what does that have to do with Vasselheim?
Vasselheim is the place where the stones that were locking the deity, the creature, up, they were removed at some point in the last 300 years and sent to Vasselheim to be stored at the Temple of the Platinum Dragon.
Temple of the Platinum Dragon.
And that's all anything you read has to say about them. That these stones were removed and stored in Vasselheim.
You know, you guys aren't keeping very good records on where these things ended up.
That's not our job. We catalog the information that we have and that we find and that we are given. It's not our job to go and search everything in the world. You can't do that.
Just saying, some artifact gets moved somewhere, you might want to pay attention to where it went.
I am not the fucking keeper of the sanctuary of the Platinum Dragon in Vasselheim.
Sure, you're just supposed to be the source of knowledge.
She's not Google.
Maxwell, at least we had a lead to go and find out who does have to take care of it.
True.
Time intercontinental journey.
Let's hit the ocean again.
I mean, I don't think you need to go vaulting off to Vasselheim. You already know they're here, the ones you got. You gotta know what to do with them, don't you?
Yeah.
'Cause, listen, we could take them, we could keep them. I have no confidence that the High Curator would keep them here and not give them over to the King or the Cerberus Assembly or put him in his desk drawer and forget about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I didn't want you to tell him.
There's still 4 to track down.
Not very good records on them.
No,
Just bad records.
this is pre-Empire stuff. Harder to find books about that. Unfortunately, due to their habit of burning stuff they don't like.
And, star charts?
Right, yeah, no, right. Bring me that book about the stars. No, the other one. You are provided with a map which shows the celestial...
Horoscopes, no.
Yeah, tarot cards. No, you're provided with a beautifully illustrated book of the movements of the stars. The next alignment that you're talking about doesn't really mention anything about a magical flowing event, but it does show that the next alignment would be between the 2 moons, the Exandria you are on, and some other planets at the next midsummer, which is in about 2 months.
Oh.
And as we're going through some of this stuff, I'm just gonna Yep, my sister said that part. My sister said that part. My sister said that part.
Just like cross-referencing the information she gave you?
Yeah, I'm telling it
Okay.
to the expositor.
Okay.
Your sister sounds fucking nuts.
Yep. She disappeared when she was 19, and that was a couple years ago.
Dang.
Next time I see her, she was with a cult.
Gazdal.
Yeah.
Gazdal, come look at this.
That's rough.
I take a look at the star charts, question mark is what she's showing me.
I don't know how pertinent it is, but in a lot of the stories that my clients tell, doorways open best when planets are aligned. It's like lining up the hinges just right. They swing open easier. If they were going to try to unlock something, I'd assume it would be then, which is... It might be why they're trying to move faster. It could mean nothing. I don't know.
It would
Yeah.
make sense.
That seems to check out. I'm just a little bit confused as to... I'm surprised we haven't seen more movement from this cult. We've only met 2 members. If they were in this...
We've only met 2 members, but we were at the top of the world.
True.
We don't know what they've been doing down here, and the messenger bird that my grandmother sent said that the leaders of Klein Skalde Bane at Burning Mountain are missing.
They wouldn't happen to have one of these, would they?
They might. All of the things that we found said that Deseret is supposed to be trapped within the Burning Mountain somewhere, and I'm worried that my clansmen have fallen to her power.
Huh.
If the leaders are missing, then the Klein will follow them. We're nomadic by nature. We don't tend to stay in one place. They were supposed to guard the area around the mountain.
You do know that Klein Skaldybeen is more sedentary than any of the others, just by nature of the massive catacomb place that they live in, which is around the Burning Mountain and the mountains around it.
They don't travel nearly as far as Klein Solus Spear. They're the most nomadic of us. They travel the plains.
They also have more members than especially yours. Yours is the smallest clan.
They are the most established and oldest clan, next to Clan Gadiva Farki.
Right.
My clan is small and friendlier than my counterparts.
You've lived your entire life next to this giant mountain thing with this god underneath it?
Oh, no, I'm not. That's not where I'm from. That's where my clansmen are from. That's, so there's four of our clans. There's the Dancing Forest, the Burning Mountain, the Roaring Sea, and the Shining Sky.
Gotcha.
And we're all kind of scattered around. The clan of the Shining Sky travels wherever the sky is open and bright. They travel by the stars. They're the story keepers. They're the ones who travel and tell our lore. Then there's my clan. We're healers by nature. We find the helpful herbs in Dancing Forest and keep travelers on the path. We do our best not to interact with the surrounding cities, but we always have an open place at the campfire for extra guests.
Right. And this fire cult. Yeah, this fire clan. What's their thing?
They're the guardians of the volcano.
They're doing a bang-up job at it, apparently.
They live within the catacombs beneath the dormant volcano. The Burning Mountain hasn't been burning in years. Most generations don't even remember a time when fire was in the mountain. They live in the old lava flow caves.
Sure.
And they keep the fire. It's hard to explain in common. The wilds are our virtue. It's where our life comes from. They keep settlers from trying to mine the ores out of the mountain because it will disturb the old magics. We keep the boundary. And
At this moment, Saya kind of leans over.
Your mic is up, Michaela.
She kind of leans. I didn't want you to hear my pucky eating. She kind of leans over when you're saying that, and she says, "Mount Mentiri, huh? You mean that volcano mountain over by Kamorda?"
yes, that's the one.
Oh. Well, they've been sending soldiers over there for like 2 months, right?
They've been sending soldiers to the Burning Mountain?
Well, yeah, they've been trying to get that. What the fuck's it called? You know that sand that's in the dirt and it's like yellowy?
Phosphorus.
Yes, I know the sand you mean.
Yeah, no.
Sulfur?
Yeah, that's what it's called. And,
We're building
they've been trying to
sulfurous
get
materials?
Some more of that to go put in the cannons to go take it over to the, the Kryn. Go shoot them. But they need more of that. So they've been going over there, and I heard they were having trouble getting it because there were all these animals attacking them all the time, and then all their food went missing. And then, the damnedest thing the town crier was saying the other week, all these villages over in the Marrow Valley been getting burned down and eaten by animals, and then their crops go all rotten, and then they gotta come here. And that's why we got all that tent city out. You saw the tent city when you came in?
Yes.
There's a tent city?
Did we?
I
Or was that
saw the
inside
tent
the
city when I went to let my wolf go.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The lore runs deep.
That's all the halflings and humans that have been coming in from the farming villages and stuff.
Is there someone I can hire to send a message out? I need to contact my family.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of messengers in Zadash.
Give one messenger another week and a half and they'll be there.
No,
Yeah,
you're right about 5 days.
He's just running.
I need to send a message immediately. Is there a magical means to send a message directly to my client?
Directly, no. I could send someone magically to Barrelbin, perhaps, if I call in a couple favors.
This is very bad indeed.
I'm confused by what you mean. Because your Klein guys are missing, or?
Because I think it's my client doing this.
Oh, yeah, they're dead.
They protect the mountain. If soldiers are coming and taking things away from the mountain, those lands are sacred.
I mean, it's kind of our mountain now. But anyway, I see what you're saying.
Excuse me.
Colonialism.
More colonialism, yeah.
I blame the tax collector.
Burning Mountain has been in the care of Klein Skaldebane since before the calamity.
Fair enough.
We have always been the guardian of these lands. And you people, you come and you steal the creatures from our place to parade them around your city. You come and you steal the ores and the sands and the precious metals from our homes. You drain the magic, the very lifeblood of the world, and then you claim it as your own.
Yeah, but then look what we do with it, and I motion to this beautiful tower.
I want to hit Kazdal with the book.
You can attack with the book. Kazdal, you can dodge if you want.
I don't think I see it coming, so I'm not going
Dodge
to.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
Bam! You're hit upside
Natural
with
20s
Star
against
Chart book.
Castel.
I am going to launch this little shit into the hallway.
You see, you're actually flung off your chair and you skid a bit on the polished floor.
Whoa.
Okay, sure, but that doesn't stop
The
the.
more time I spend in cities, the more I agree with Theoden.
That was a pretty good hit. Nice. You okay?
I kind of get back up. Yep, I'm fine.
I'm going
He's got
outside.
chainmail, he's fine.
That don't protect your head.
Nope.
Beezer, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit, that's right.
Violence begets violence.
My wisdom probably won't help, but it's with my +2, that's an 8.
You march out of that room into the hallway, and you're hearing this susurrating like a river hissing in the back of your mind. How pissed off you are, how angry you are, how justified you are in that rage. And you want to fucking stab him.
Mm.
You really do.
Stop me, stop me, stop me.
You take your spear off your back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's out in the hall, you don't see her.
Oak is perusing books.
You turn back in, and it's like your body's being taken over. You feel stronger, you feel taller, you feel mighty and justified. Yes, this is what I am for. Make an attack with your spear against Kazdal.
Is she throwing it, or am I able to see it?
I am so sorry, Castal.
Yeah, are you throwing it, or are you going up and stabbing him?
I'm
Your
moving
choice.
up. I'm moving up to stab, and let me see here. Oh god, that's a 19 plus 4 to hit.
As you come in and make your attack,
I'm sorry, that is unfortunately a 23.
alright, as everyone turns to see you storm back in with rage on your face.
I think I have subconsciously pulled the cat skull mask down.
Oh yeah, you have that, huh?
I do.
Oh no.
Caesar is a terrifying visage.
I knew the cat was evil.
She comes in and thrusts towards Casdell. How much damage?
Oh, hi! You're back!
Trail. Hang on, let me dig my dice out from under my cat again.
Hey, so I've been thinking about what you were saying, and...
I've been thinking about.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you were right about
It's only a d6.
No other additional
No,
things.
it's a d6 if it's thrown. It's a d8 if I stab.
Yeah.
It's a d8 plus 1, so
Luckily, she's not very strong.
that's 8.
Ow.
8 points of damage. Okay, hold on a sec.
So sorry.
Casdell's unconscious. I'm just kidding.
Man,
Why?
those level of wizards really brought you down.
Casdell is not dead. Bleeding out.
She automatically kills Casdell.
Just right through the throat.
How do you want to do this, T.H.U.D?
I want to stab my friend.
Yes, I would like to stab my best friend in this group.
Isn't it the guy you fangirl over low-key might be crushing on?
There's nothing low-key about it.
Alright, you take that much damage as her spear stabs into the front of your shoulder, right
Okay.
through your new robe.
Oh! I just got this! And then I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Oh, it's
Okay,
not this.
before
coming out.
cast Hold Person, or as you cast Hold Person, we'll do this simultaneously. Saya is launching herself over the table. You watch as she flies into the air. Her staff slides out into its lengthy, and she's going to make 2 strikes against you.
Wait, what? She just does this?
And I need you to make a strength saving throw, Weaver.
What?
Strength saving throw is a 70?
Nope.
Nope. Cool.
She targets your hand, cracks your wrist, and your spear falls to the ground. Clatters and rolls away. She's gonna hit you again.
Okay.
That's so excessive.
Do I make another strength saving throw, or just to... Was that just to keep my
Yeah,
spear?
now I need you to make a con save. That's a 25.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she has to beat a 25.
No, it was a 25 to hit, so now you make a con save.
Modified 20 with the con save.
Nope, not enough.
What?
It's a 21. You have to
Shit.
You're in with the big wigs, guys. You are knocked prone and you are stunned for 1 minute. So you watch as she just knocks the spear out of Weezer's.
Is it a minute or a round?
A round. How much is a round?
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Just making sure.
No, it's a minute.
It's a minute? Foth, can you do that?
Wait, no, sorry. It would be a round. You're right.
Okay.
Stunning strike is just around.
Because I'm like, if Foth can do that eventually, that'd be sweet, and I'm gonna change my whole tactical layout.
I got it confused. This is an NPC, guys.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
But yeah, she cracks Weezer upside the head, and she's just on the ground, decked out.
Oak at this time comes walking in. Hey, did you guys know that ducks actually have like this really weird appendage? What the fuck is going on here?
Who has a rope? Who has a rope?
I have a rope and I like pull it off my robe.
And I grab the rope and I start.
You do have a rope in your robe. That's great. Good job. You used it. Yay.
I take it and I start tying up Ginger.
I don't know how long it takes for the rope to appear off the rope.
Instant! You rip the patch off.
Okay.
Rope!
And it'll never go back on.
Nope.
That's okay.
will not.
The fuck was that about?
I don't know.
You know, I think she just.
Rats have weird things in their woohoo region.
This isn't the first time she's done this.
What was up with Beezer was Abigail.
Yeah.
And she's
Because
gone.
Pastel was drunk, Oak was gone, and Foth was in the fighting pit. Nobody else saw that happen.
Yeah.
It's at this moment that she turns and glances over at the spear, and her eyes sort of narrow, and she sort of strikes her staff down on the stone floor, and there's a ringing metal sound. There are like archivists over in the bookshelves going like, ah, ah, ah. They're not all monks. Some people are,
Some people are just normal people.
We're just library.
yeah, these are just librarians that are terrified right now.
You're okay.
And she walks over to the spear and looks down at the runes, which are going down the edge, and she says, "Yeah, I didn't know your friend was carrying a fucking orcish spear."
A what?
Uh-huh.
I mean, we knew she was carrying it. We didn't know much else about it.
What's wrong with it being orcish?
There's nothing wrong with it being orcish, but hey, give me that book. And one of the librarians like,
Which book?
As she tells her the title, and she brings over this illustrated compendium of known artifacts of pre-calamity times, and she flips through it. Hey, there you go. She flips the book around and slides it towards you on the table. Shh. And there's an illustration of Beezer's spear.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it in common or in Zemnian?
It's in common.
Okay.
This
No
is,
wonder why she's been talking to herself.
Yellowish.
yeah, this is a betrayer arm.
A
Once
betrayer.
carried-
Her arm.
Uh-huh. Once carried by, hold on, I forgot what it was called. It's called, if it will load.
The Orc Eye of Grumsh. Just-
Yes, Grinch.
That's a different artifact, I believe. I don't remember, but.
Yes, this is known as Ruin's Wake.
Ruins Wait.
Ruins awake. It told me its name is Yellowish.
It was. It does say that there is a that it was imbued with the spirit of a Baelor, which is a kind of demon,
Oh.
and used by the champion of Asmodeus in the Calamity battle.
Oh shit.
And then it was lost. And then it was lost in the fields of the what's it called? And then it was lost in the fields of the Penumbra Range. Near Rosona in the Kryn dynasty, and has not been heard from since.
That's
Oh,
weird.
no.
How'd it get up north?
We found that in an ice castle.
No. What?
You did find it on the body of a drow.
That's true.
Right. I did find it on the body of a drow in Salzwald.
Salzwell, yeah.
So that kind of makes sense.
You
Yeah.
also found a stone on them, I believe.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did.
Hmm.
The first one.
That's where Abby found the stone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What, from the drow?
Yeah, it was
What?
on the drow. It was on the dead drow in Salzwald that we gave a
It was not on
burial.
the ground,
So-
it was on one of the
Or no, it was on.
culture.
Was it on the tower or was it on one of the other?
It was on an adventurer.
The drow was with the.
The drow was part of the adventure. I just
the
don't
drow was
remember.
in its own little area.
Was he?
No, we found it with
We killed the drow.
No, we
We
No,
did
no.
not kill a drow.
You did not kill a drow.
No.
No,
We didn't kill
he
the
was
drow.
already dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We killed that. I think you're thinking of the lich thing, or the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Feral Sal,
feral Saul. Yeah.
the Lich from Aor times.
And we're talking about this inside with the librarian. We found it while doing this and this, and I found these.
And then we almost died, and I used the one spirit guardian thing that I would love to use again.
Don't you have that as a spell yet?
No.
How would
Don't worry.
That
Well,
would
you
explain
get a
the
lot
sudden
of
mood swings.
Are you bleeding a lot?
It's just a flesh wound. I'm okay.
You alright?
It's not like half your age.
As I'm continuing to bleed.
Am I
You're,
still,
you're just bleeding on the floor.
am I still stunned?
You're tied up.
Bound
By the
now.
time that you guys have read all of this and been talking about everything you've done, Beezer, you come to and you hear them talking about this stuff. And you can get up if you want to.
No, she's tied up.
I'm tied
Yeah,
up.
that's true, you are tied up, I forgot.
I'm going to look down at the ropes, look up at Kazdal's bleeding shoulder, go, I am so sorry.
Like, okay, so you are sensible.
That was a pretty good
I
hit.
did not mean to do that.
Okay, I had a feeling. Are you like mentally all here in control?
Is the spear still talking to me now that I am not holding it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna push it away from me with my foot. You know, I think I need a new staff.
Yeah, I think it might be time for a break.
And I start to untie her.
I try and put the
This is
rope
like
on
the
my
best place this could have happened, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Just-
I was waiting for it to happen in a swamp and you just kill someone.
That would have been so bad. Just,
Yeah.
I am so sorry, and I'm gonna do a quick cure wounds on Kazdal.
Okay. Alright.
It's okay. It's a magic spear. It happens to the best of us.
I was just gonna go outside.
Oak just gets drunk and does stupid shit. Beezer gets possessed by a demon.
Wait, does
You get
Beezer
5 hit
leave,
points back.
5, perfect.
does Beezer leave her staff?
I'm a little hesitant to pick it up, but I'm keeping my eye on it.
Okay. Okay, that's
Next thing you know, it appears back in your hand.
You don't-
Because
you
that's
don't-
what it does.
You don't take it back
Only
after?
if I throw it.
Oh, okay.
Not if you drop it.
I don't think I should take it with me while I
Yeah,
go
don't.
calm down.
Yeah, don't hold it right now.
No, somebody else want to hold the spear?
Not
I think it
I'll do it.
Mom.
Keep an eye on it.
I think it only possesses you if you're attuned to.
It was only
I'm gonna still wrap it up in something.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
get
think we
the
leave it
bear.
in the archives.
Maybe.
I don't trust leaving it somewhere like this.
I don't either. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I mean, I trust it more than your sister.
Yeah, we just
Oof.
have this last, maybe we can pick it up.
Actions you'll never
Yeah,
be
I
able to
still
live
have some
down.
books.
I don't think you should be taking that and your,
Yeah. And I was playing the Sia, so, you know.
Thank you, Expositor. I'm going to go get some air. And will you stop? Oh, will you stop yelling about the rocks?
Stop it.
What rocks?
Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go outside. Maybe I'll stop by the herbalist shop again.
Yeah, you go do that.
And maybe get a new spear.
Yeah, I might look for a new spear.
We can do that.
you can get a new ordinary spear for 9-10 gold.
Ordinary spears aren't as good. I've got a +4 to hit with this fucker.
You have a choice to make.
I mean, you'll have a +4 to hit with that one too.
Just take the spear, it'll be fine.
No,
You have such
Actually,
good
you should have a
spells.
+5 to hit with
not
this.
the demon spear.
You have such good spells that you can make up for a weaker spear.
No, she might not have. She doesn't have a dex bonus.
I don't have a dex bonus. My dex
Oh
bonus
no,
is
this
0.
can be used as a strong or as a strength too.
I don't have.
Yeah. She and I are both 0.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I multiclassed into barbarian because it was funny.
Wow.
I did it for the
wanted rogue,
lulz.
but I didn't have a high enough dex, and I thought bard might be funny, but Oak was already multiclassing into bards. Nikita is a bard, and I don't have a charisma bonus.
Neither do
I don't have a negative anymore, but I don't have a bonus, so I wouldn't be able to cast any spells like that. So, barbarian was funnier, and then it gives me stuff to do when I run out of spells. But I do have very strong spells, including my incredibly handy cantrip of acid arrow.
Yeah.
Such a crazy cantrip.
It's ridiculous, and as a circle of land swamp druid, I get that no matter what. I don't have to prepare that one. I just have that.
Nice.
It doesn't count against my spell slots. Please don't lay on the keyboard. Please don't lay on the keyboard. I love you very much. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't.
Who's not there?
So as Caesar goes out to clear her head or look for new spear.
Gonna pace the Pentamarket for a little bit, smoking my last good stuff cigarette before I get more.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm chilling out.
You are. You do see that there is a smaller stall set up, and Jara and his companions are currently selling little things in cages. Looks like they're on their last day of sales. What's everyone else doing?
Oak is gonna follow her, but not so she knows.
Stealth check.
And would that be against my passive perception?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well.
A 20.
You don't know.
Just gonna watch her, make sure she doesn't try and beat someone up again. Participate.
Oak
She's
is
already
so-
spiked once. Like,
Oak is so caring.
nice guy. He's a good friend.
When Beezer leaves, she sort of turns to the rest of you and says, I would suggest that a safe place for that might be here.
That's fair. That sounds good.
I would consent to that.
Is a spear a safe spear?
Yeah.
It is an artifact if you think about it. Who better than a bunch of museums? Even though they're not doing a great job of keeping their information, but that's beside the point.
We
The same place where you said if we left one of the stones, it would get sold out.
We also don't have a way to safely carry it without getting possessed. So
I mean, don't attune to it. Just don't attune to it.
I just don't want to touch it.
Oh, I'm not saying leave it here with Loman Turi.
Hmm.
I'm saying I would take it to Rex and Trun to Dolathon.
Sounds good.
To who?
Delathon.
Dolathon, they are the, they're the High Curator of the High Curator.
Oh, okay. The
Big boss.
kudos up.
She's like the Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Indiana Jones?
Also, Oak, you're not in there. You're with me.
No, I didn't understand what she said.
Ah.
More of the what?
Alright. Anyone doing anything else before you leave? Or you
Finish up the research that we're doing. And then
Kill another chicken?
Stealth check. Sleight of hand.
You want me to do a stealth or sleight of hand?
Do a stealth and then a sleight of hand.
Okay. Stealth at 12, a sleight of hand 10.
This time you get noticed by the person running the stall and they're like, they come out and they wrap you on the hand with a spoon. Hey! No thieves!
Sorry, and I pop down. Was it like what? 2 silver? What?
Yeah! 2
Okay.
silver for a kebab.
A kebab?
Yeah,
Okay, how about a whole chicken?
1 gold.
That's a big chicken. I'll take a kebab.
They're just pissed off at you.
How much was it for the kebab?
2 silver.
2 silver.
Okay.
I'd like to run past, what's her name? Sia. Saya. I'd like to ask, like, so if you guys don't, keep these stones, what do you recommend we do with them?
Ooh, geez, that is a tricky question.
Don't give them to Phil's sister.
Don't do that.
Apparently not.
Also,
Yeah, not my sister.
don't entirely trust both of them.
Oh no, I gave mine away
Okay.
just because I knew it was better to give them in the hands of someone more powerful than I,
I mean, that's fair.
Logical.
and keeping 3 of them in the same place.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Just under a half.
What if I put them under my bed at Ice Haven?
Oh yeah, because your house is so safe. It definitely doesn't already get broken into and stolen from. Definitely not.
Did she not give us? Does she not know what to do with them?
Yeah.
Jim?
What?
Oh, I was asking Sia what she'd recommend we do with the stones. Saya.
I mean, I'll take them to Udala if you want me to, but there's no guarantees they're safe there either. Just because of the way things are right now, there's a little bit of a internal power struggle, you might say.
Oh, I picked up on that.
I can't tell you. Kid, it's a shit show right now. I'm doing my best to keep a string on all the important things and make sure they're not suddenly misplaced or suddenly gifted as a present to the king, if you understand my meaning.
Yeah.
This flashback to giving out the fridge well.
I think it'd be unwise to put one in another precarious situation.
Yeah.
I say we bury it in the graveyard. Just kidding.
I mean, I wonder if throwing it in the ocean would be safest.
No. No,
What
it would not.
to do?
At that point, if we're already at the ocean, I think I'm leaning towards taking these back to Vasselheim.
We're not at the ocean, though. We're in the middle of the continent now.
Yeah.
You are.
And we're also missing a couple seals. Alright, well, it looks like we'll have to talk as a group on what to go doing forward.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to meet y'all. If you come through again, feel free to come say hi.
Alright.
Are you leaving the spear with me, or?
Yeah.
I just felt uneasy about it because of everything else you told us about things may be disappearing.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You're right. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Why are we carrying all these dangerous things? Why don't we have a place for these things?
We don't
Because
have
we're low level.
we're like low level, but they're giving us all these it's like giving a gun to a toddler. It's like, what do I do with this?
Absolutely. I've just been waiting for one of you to pull the trigger.
Oh my.
I don't know what to do with all this
These have pulled
stuff.
the trigger like twice now.
You've pulled it like 5 times, and each time the DC got higher for you to resist.
Yeah, and I just keep stabbing my friends, so
Yeah.
never a new spear.
Particularly casual.
Alright, well. We'll be in touch, maybe. I don't know.
Alright.
That's all I have.
You might wanna clean your coat.
Yeah, I just got it. I'll have to wash it.
Back to the bathhouse.
We can end where we started.
Back to the bathhouse. Alright. Are you guys doing anything before you finish your day? Or are you making plans to leave? Or
We were still going to stop by the temple.
The temple.
That was the rest of the plans for the day.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So Beezer's just like sitting outside waiting, like sitting on the ground with
With
Oh.
Oak looming at the distance, staring at us.
You meet Beezer at the temple entryway. Once you figure out, oh, she probably went there. Oh, you're hanging around by a lamppost, just trying to be inconspicuous, eating your shish kebab.
Yep. Just kind of like peeking out, like. No, I have a newspaper, like peeking up behind it.
There aren't really newspapers in this city.
The equivalent of a newspaper.
You found-
A wanted poster with
you
Both's
found
face
a
on
wanted
it.
poster on the wall, and you pull it down, and you're like looking at it.
I think I've seen this man. It's me.
wanted for chicken theft.
I knew you're nearby. Come on.
Yeah, we don't know Oak's backstory. He might be wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all meet up at the Temple of the Library in Zadash.
Oh my. Obviously, you guys are welcome to stay in or come out. I don't know how many of you. Are any of you religious? So we talked about this before.
What? Oak has no interest in God.
I know the cat talks about gods. What about you two?
But both?
Yeah.
Not too much. I mean, there's like a cleric or two in my family.
But do you believe in any gods?
I believe there are gods existing in this world, or at least beings powerful enough to be gods.
You just don't
They're equivalent.
subscribe to any? Like you don't, practice their tenets or anything like that?
I break bones, so
Oh.
not really.
That's true, and I guess you don't need to if you break bones. Fair enough. Cat, what about you? Other cat, new cat.
What about
You believe in any gods?
no?
Oh.
Oh,
I'm too pretty for gods.
Alright, fair enough.
I like that
I'm too
line.
much of a lesbian for most gods.
No, I'm not a lesbian. I'm just too pretty for gods.
Oh, I was saying that about both.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess you heathens can stay out here if you want to, but...
I'm gonna go
Don't
in with
forget
cast
we-
off.
Can't be heathen if
You
you
need
don't
to have a
speak.
talk about the magical items you have on your person. I can't remember them all.
Yeah. I don't have too many left, but... Yeah, I mean, was there anything cool happening at this temple? Did I just walk in and pray? What's going on in here?
The Temple of the Lawbearer is an impressive structure. There are statues outside, which
Oak would be
some of
fine.
them look like the Lawbearer symbol that you know, woman with the double-headed axe and sword, with the sort of hood covering her face. There are scales and balances, sort of made of brass, hung around, and up the stairs you can see a tall stained glass window depicting, once again, the Lawbearer. As you enter inside, you see a large round room. The floor seems to be mosaically tiled with almost like a mural depicting the Lawbearer in an action pose, actively swinging her weapons at some sort of dark fiend. And as you enter, the smell of incense fills your nose, and you see various people in kind of steel gray robes sort of walking around. And one of them approaches as you enter and says, "Welcome to the temple."
Hey, howdy. What do you guys do here? I mean, every time I go to a different priest or acolyte, you all seem to have like a different MO, so...
How do you worship, man?
How you worship, man? Well,
The drugs.
you are free to roam the public areas of the temple. You are free to go to one of the alcoves and meditate and pray upon the words of the Lawbearer. You may make an appointment with a priest in order to consult on legal matters which may be troubling you.
Oh. You guys get free lawyer advice here, huh?
I mean, they are the priests of the law bearer. Makes sense.
If you'd like to make a contribution, there's a box up at the front. And he points at this, giant, ornate gold box just put right at the feet of the Lawbearer.
Huh. Alright, well. I may have more questions for you, and I'll...
There's a service once a week.
What time?
You come in. Well, it changes. And he gets this faraway look for a second. Let's see. Saturday at 2 this week.
What's today?
Friday.
Okay. You're an odd people.
Yeah.
I will go up and I'll drop a platinum in the donation box.
Oh, neat.
The Lawbearer smiles upon you.
Yeah, I know. And I'll go and sit in alcove for a minute, I guess.
Sit in an alcove. There's a tiny Lawbearer statue in there and an incense stick just burning.
I don't know. I guess I'll... Guys doesn't pray much, more so than just read, so I'll take out my book on the Lawbearer, which I believe I still have a copy of. Kizai gave me the copy, I believe.
Yeah, he
And I'll sit there and I'll just kind of...
years away. Polly,
I did. And I'll sit there and I'll just read it.
you read it. You read your book. And eventually, it almost feels like falling asleep, although you can still see the book in front of you. But at the same time, in your head, it's almost like you're dreaming. And And you don't find yourself at the steps of that temple that you find in your dreams this time. This time, you're still in the temple, and you hear footsteps beside you, and you turn and look, and there is a human-sized lawbearer beside you.
Oh, this is trippy.
I know, right?
I never actually believed I'd find myself in one of these things.
In an alcove.
I more specifically meant a temple, but yes.
In an alcove.
I guess an alcove of a temple, sure.
Why not?
I don't know, I was never the most religious person.
No, you're not the most religious person. But you are very lawful.
Kitty!
Try to be.
There's a kitty.
It's Bijou in bird form.
But less spears. Vasselheim. I don't know. People usually pray to gods when they need some kind of guidance or something, right? Vasselheim? Does that give me any kind of feeling? Does that, do you like pat me on the shoulder or something and that's my, I'm feeling the gods, or, does the wind blow a certain way, or...
Is that what you want?
I don't know.
Do you want to dedicate your life to the service of me, Castle Gleeharba?
I don't know, do I get cool, wind blowing things if that happens, or what's the...
What can you offer me?
What I get out of this?
Just seems like I'm getting, I don't know.
What have I offered you already, Casdell?
I know, and I enjoy the company and I enjoy the conversation, but what I more mean is, I keep feeling like I have some kind of grand destiny or something, and it's... Don't really know where to go with that.
If you want further guidance, keep following the way you have always followed me. Your sensation of seeking justice, your impulses for making sure things are fair.
Take my dice.
The way that you have supported the societies you've lived in and helped save those that you traveled through. Nothing is a small action. You don't need to be religious to be my champion. You can. I'll be with you either way. Renounce me and I'll leave your dreams in peace.
I guess I just don't know what to do right now. I don't know where to go next.
What question do you seek to know?
Should I go tell him the herbalist?
Are you?
That's what's been bothering me.
You see a very faint smile on the lips of your goddess. Do you believe that her activities will harm the world as you know it?
I bet it's about 50-50. If we could get access to it, I'm sure a little kid could too.
So could a sword seller.
Yeah.
So could the people learning arcane arts. So could the clerics currently receiving powers here in this temple from me, though they don't like to use them here.
Yeah. Seems like it's a dealer's choice.
Yes, most things are.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave a note.
You feel her hand on your shoulder. Follow your instincts, Casal Gleeharbour. Fight for the balance and order. Not everything is a black and white decision. That's why we wear gray.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I think I gotta go find my cat.
out of your vision. The incense stick has burned away.
That was weird. I gotta do this more often. And then I go and like...
You're not as exhausted as you usually are.
I'll go find Beezer.
Okay. Go back out onto the street away from the temple.
Was she like in the temple or was she outside?
No, I followed Kazdal in.
Oh, you did?
We left the heathens on the street.
Ah, right. You went into the temple. Okay. What did you do when you got in there?
I found the furthest quiet alcove to just sit for a minute. Cities are loud and big and busy, and Beezer wanted to be quiet for a minute.
Okay. You meditate in an alcove that you're directed to from a priest of the Lawbearer. And you find a quiet place. Relatively quiet. There is a lot of bell ringing in this place for some reason. Some religious reason you're not sure of.
Quasi, not right now.
Quasimodo.
Sir,
The bells of Notre Dame.
can I help you?
You meditate, and you drift into that state that you often found in the forest as Fadir. When you meditated on whether it would rain or what the trees were telling you. And the voices of nature are quieter here. But you can still feel that there are growing things around you, and the wind is blowing over the tops of this building. All sorts of nature magic surrounding and imbuing into your very open brain. And as you drift further and deeper, and you're hearing voices say things like, "It's a great day to be a flower."
Wow, I love this courtyard.
Oh man! Being a tulip is the... I was gonna say the bee's knees, but I don't know how they feel about bees.
They probably really like bees.
You do hear the voices of some bees.
Oh, hello, bees.
Gotta work. Not the most relaxing creatures. But as you just let your mind drift and just let that tension go that you had earlier, that rage, and filter it out. Are you still attuned to the spear, or did you unattune?
I am still attuned to the spear because I was still trying to decide whether or not I wanted it.
Yes.
I have it.
You have it, okay.
Woohoo!
You still feel that undercurrent of subtle rage, but now you can feel that there's a disconnect between it and you, that its anger is not yours, that you were influenced, and have been for quite a while. And as you just breathe and let all that go, you hear another voice in your ear. Well, this is interesting. Didn't take you for the religious type.
I'm not particularly religious, but seemed like the quietest place in the city.
Are you lonely?
I feel like that's a loaded question. I have loads of friends.
We just learned you can pay for more.
Yeah, it's great.
I am never alone if there are trees.
That's true. Lots of trees. I'm talking more about people, though. Anyone you miss?
There are plenty of people I miss.
Really? And as that thought flickers through your head, you see a brief flash of a familiar face. A red-headed young elf boy. Squinting at you with a laughing smile.
Does he still have an arm?
It's just the face right now.
Is there a point to this line of pestering?
I'm just giving you an option.
You already know it's an option I won't take.
Oh, I don't mean with me. He misses you too. Mortal longing is so funny. Looks painful.
I'm sure I could find a way to teach you a thing or two about pain.
Kinky.
You long too, don't you? Rasmodius.
Been learning, huh?
Yes. Books are full of all sorts of things.
Only when someone reads them to you.
Keep your
Story
salt out
time.
of here.
Story time, Beezer. We're gonna learn about ancient smells.
Oh boy! Come, sit by the fire, Kishin. I shall tell you about the Prince of Hell. Yes, Moari.
This is why you be a good child.
You be good child and you get a book reading.
The Prince of Hell will come and get you in the... Well, I don't know about miss him. He's left me here, hasn't he? Anyway, I was just giving you an option. If you wanted to talk to him, I could make it happen.
You could.
Of course.
What would that require of me?
Only your consent. It's harder to rip into a mind than it is to lead it into a plane.
Usually causeways do that, but you know.
He's just over here. He'd like to talk to you. Can't come through unless you let him, though, unlike me.
Alright, one conversation.
Oh.
Like a bonfire.
Oh.
There's a brief shimmering, and the smell of the incense in this place is almost overpoweringly strong. You feel like you're gonna gag. Your senses are so overloaded. And then everything seems to white out like you're about to pass out. And you find yourself sitting in the caverns underneath Mount Mentiri, in the garden they have there, fed by magical lights and magical water. The beautiful Garden of the Mountain. And sitting almost lazily is a red-tunicked young elf man with pale brown, almost tanned golden skin. One arm sleeveless, normal, the other one a curling mass of vines which have twined and molded around each other into a perfect replica of a hand and arm, and which crawl their way up his normal flesh and wrap around his shoulder. One of them blooming with a small pink flower. And his eyes flick over to where you are, and he smiles at you. Hey, easy.
Been a while, Freshly on.
Been a while, Kishin. Wanna sit with me?
Might as well, since I'm here.
Come on. It's okay. He stretches out his vine hand towards you.
Yeah, I'll sit with them.
You sit beside him on the rock stone bench and look at the almost oddly tropical plants which are growing here. And he looks up at them too and he says, "Didn't think you'd come."
I didn't think I would either, but it's been a trying few months.
Yeah, me too. The world's strange. It's almost like it wanted us to meet again, huh?
Almost, I'd say. What are you doing, Virian? What's all this for?
He kind of closes his eyes and tips his head back. The salvation of the Kleins. We're being pushed out, Beezer. We have been. You know what happened to Klein. Donson Keeley? You know the old stories. Jolina's parents. The murdering when the Empire rose and settled Barrelben and pushed out the druids there. The massacre
course I know the stories. I grew up on the stories.
The reason you're still running around in those little caravans, hiding in the mountains for months on end, not going near the towns. The reason we're stuck here in this mountain. The reason the ones on the coast are fighting every day. And the caravans that travel the roads are always in danger. You know what it is.
I know. Abiora keeps a brave face, but she's scared.
Of course she is. She has reason to be. We all have reason to be. They're coming, they're spreading. They've been spreading for hundreds of years. They're gonna keep going. Now they're trying to go over into the Kryn dynasty. They're gonna go north, they're gonna go south. They're trying to take our homeland to fuel their guns. Their exploding weapons.
I did hear about that, yeah.
Yeah. Won't let them know. I won't allow it. I won't bend like Carrion and Melira did.
What happened to them? Where are they?
They're safe. You don't have to worry about them. I wouldn't hurt them. I don't hurt anyone that doesn't deserve it. And he opens his eyes and looks at you.
There's
sideways.
A family of Furbo would beg to differ.
Ran into them.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's almost like fate is twining us.
You didn't have to kill that family.
I didn't kill them. Da killed them.
Varian, burning the world down is not the answer to this.
Da killed him. And now he's dead. Chasing after some dream of supremacy. But I found her, and she found me. And we're gonna make things right.
There has to be a better answer.
I'm all ears. You tell me what the better answer is?
Will you stay your hand until I can find it?
If the Empire marches on the mountain, I will burn them to the ground.
Oh, he's so dead. I'm so killing him.
I'm not saying don't defend your home. This place is as important to me as it is to you. I'm saying don't bring an attack to them.
We're not strong enough for that. You don't have to worry.
They have something horrible, Varian. They found old magics in the north. The frigid woe.
What's that?
A dust that fills your veins with ice.
Huh.
And the only cure known is what was already made. They don't have a recipe for it. There is a finite amount, and I don't think they will hesitate to use it. They are greedy.
They are greedy. I'm greedy too. And he reaches out and takes your hand and turns your wrist up to look at the scars that were on your arm from that exposure. I'm greedy too.
I know.
And I will not let them take anything else. I won't let anyone take anything else. Not even you.
I mean, you're a little late for that, Rona. I died once.
Yeah, the trees told me. But you're back.
Yeah. So you're at the mountain right now?
Yeah. Where else would I go?
I was worried you were with that group that's been traveling.
They're just helping. They're just helping her.
I have a present for you.
Oh yeah?
A little easier to maintain than the vines, I think.
He
Met a really talented craftsman.
sort of flexes his vine hand. I've gotten used to it. I could have gotten it regrown, but you know, they're hard to find, those elders who know how.
Yeah. Keslin's been practicing, but He's only got a few fingers.
Yeah, he needs to work on it too. Well, come bring me the present sometime. I'm not launching anything with these. I'm not out to kill. You'll notice none of the towns are dead.
Just promise you'll scale back, that you'll only protect the mountain.
How long?
Give me until the convergence.
You can do that.
Be careful, little fox.
Fothi fishing. Fothi. And he sort of reaches out with his vine hand, hesitates and puts it down, and reaches out with his normal hand and just touches your shoulder just lightly. Draws back. See you soon.
See you soon.
And your vision fades back again, and you find yourself slumped over on the bench in the alcove.
But these!
Your body is stiff and cold, and a priest is sort of shaking your shoulder. Are you alright?
Ow.
Need some water?
Yes, please. Sorry.
Yeah, just stay here. Brings you a cup of water. Caswell, you've been sort of wandering around looking for her for the last 10 minutes or so.
Have I gone into any private rooms yet?
Yes, yeah. You tried to, and then people were like, "Excuse me, what are you doing? Get out of here."
I'm
I'm
sorry.
looking for my
Against the
net.
rules.
Sorry.
But yeah, eventually you are reunited
Oh,
in
hey.
the foyer of the temple.
Hey.
Good religious experience?
I don't think the gods like me very much right now.
Well, that's a bold claim, but I guess, I don't think they like any of this.
they get pretty jealous, and I talk to, like, all of them, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
I may have bought us some time, though.
Bought us some time on what?
The whole, fire cult that's been wandering around and attacking people.
The gods can do that?
I mean, the gods can't exactly, but their, leader can?
The leader of the gods?
No, the, leader of the cult.
Who's the leader of the cult?
Long story.
I'm very confused. Was he in that back room? Was he?
So I may have, let Deseret take my mind to his?
Huh? The thing that we were telling Abby not to do?
Yeah, that. I may have done that.
And you believe it?
Virion has.
Somewhere in By Steel, Abby is screaming.
He gave me his word. He'll give us until the convergence.
How do you know that's him? The last time we talked to this thing, it was pretending to be the Wild Mother.
I know Virion. And I'm not a child, Castal, no matter how much you would like to think I am.
No, you just acted like one.
Oh, burn!
Oh.
Says the one who throws a fit about a bath.
Fair enough, but...
This team needs broccoli.
I may be out of my element in the city, but I am wiser than you give me credit for. I am a leader of my people, and I am doing my best to make sure that none of us end up in a war that none of us will survive. If the Empire marches on Scalde Bane will retaliate, and I will be forced to take their side.
Seems like a suicide mission for a cult.
But not for a Klein. We are nature. Those villages that Saya was talking about. Those villages were just what one Klein could do, and that wasn't even all of them. The majority stayed within the mountain to guard the sands. That was, at most, 12 people. That was a hunting party, and it wiped out villages.
It wiped out innocents. We're not talking about bringing a war. Those are innocent people.
If the soldiers march on Skaldebane, can you imagine the retaliation?
Well, it's not the first war the Empire's gotten into.
I'm not defending their actions. I'm not saying that they did the right thing. I'm saying that if it comes down to your people and mine, I will side with mine. But it doesn't have to come to that. But I need you to help me with this. I need you to stop treating everything so flippantly. It's not just oh, we found a rock in the woods. These are our people. This is our world, and we have to figure out how to share it or we'll all be destroyed.
I understand that part. What I don't understand is making some arrangement with a cult leader about this. A person that was exiled.
Well, according, exiled.
Wasn't that the archivist said that? I don't want to say anything that I don't know lore on. Did the archivist say that out loud?
That was the original cult, yes. But it has fallen now to one of the Fadir. Much like I do, he speaks to the gods and he speaks for the Klein. And if he speaks to my other Klein leaders, if he speaks to the other Fadir before I can convince them not to go to all-out war, Theodaemon will bring the rage of the seas upon every coastline. Skaldebane will rain fire on everything. Naviora will bring the skies down. And the Dancing Forest will retaliate with every creature in its lands. My people have been pushed to the edges of this world already. We will keep our hold where we are. We will not give it up because you people want to go to war. Over dirt.
I don't know as though we'd go to war again. I hear what you're saying, Kat. I really do. I just want you to remember we have a job to do.
I am well aware we have a job to do.
And
I'm
that
also
doesn't
aware that I have a duty.
involve necessarily a war on nature. It involves trying to stop that thing, as I point to the rock in my pocket, from destroying the world. And it seems like you're trying to weigh those.
I am trying to find a way for everyone to get what they need. But your people are the greediest creatures I've ever met.
Okay.
Isn't this enough? And she's going to gesture to the city around us. This is bigger than any lands my people can safely travel to. And you stack more and more within its walls every day for wealth, for metal. Doesn't make sense to me.
There's a certain marvel to it, but that's not trying to. One day, I don't leave Ice Haven much, so maybe I'll see the nature the way that you see this. But again, we'll go talk to your clan. We have that time, like you said, but keep in mind who the enemy is.
I know. We should go get our heathen friends. Who knows what Oak's been up to?
Go get those atheists.
Oak would be trying to convince Nikita and Thoth to do like a performance in front of the temple.
It's not hard.
Trying to do a B&E.
That's a hard yes.
Nikita absolutely wants to do a performance.
Yes,
Alright.
100%. That's what you're told.
Okay, all three of you make a performance check.
Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm just watching.
Okay. Oak and Nikita then, or you can give Nikita advantage.
They're gonna get a 10 and a 9 again.
I'll give her advantage and I'll do a straight performance.
It's getting better.
No bardic inspiration?
No. No, I'm a fucking bitch like that.
What'd you get?
So, she got a 22. Because I gave her, no, sorry,
No, I
hold on, you need to roll a d6. She got a 19, and I got a 12.
Nice, okay. Yeah, your sudden performance on the steps of the Lawbearer's Temple is attracting a lot of attention to people who were just sort of passing by and people who were going to pray. And they sort of stop going into pray and start just converging on you guys.
This kind of
Oh,
feels
hell
like
yeah.
kind of feels like playing music in front of a church, like playing rock music in front of it.
Oak would be singing about, why would you go in there and pray when you have us to see?
People start like throwing coins at your feet,
Oh, hell yeah.
like clapping along, like yeah, this is fun. Especially when Nikita starts up her dancing.
Woo!
Then people really start to come because she does have a little bit of a name for herself here in Zadash.
In front of a church.
Notoriety.
Yeah, she's got some rep. So when you, Kazdel, and you, Beezer, come outside, you see a small crowd sort of converging on the platform steps outside the temple. With your friends dancing in the middle and both just sort of hanging around on the edge.
Oh man, can't take him anywhere.
You see what happens when we leave them alone?
Oak would be making hedonistic songs, like making them up on the fly, just like making fun of praying and all that.
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Casto, we could use the money for travel expenses. We do need to get going soon.
This seems wrong.
It does seem wrong. You're right. This is a sacred place. Oh, what are you doing?
Making money.
I got money.
There's a person like stepping out of the crowd with a violin right now, like, let's join in!
No.
And
No.
with an accordion, like, yeah!
During the Fog Cloud.
I wanna break out my pan flute.
You guys are having a really fun time. As you watch the fun party beginning outside your temple, Kazdel, by the end of this, you collect, let's see, a total of 40 gold pieces.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
not a bad turn.
Mostly in silver, but we'll just call it 40. And that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, good, because we can go
I'd like
back
to
and
note
rest.
that both has over 700 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
700?
Use the money bag.
That's
That's
nuts.
so much money.
Why do you
I have set apart 500 of it for a pill bank, because that's what was donated to Clemens Hubbarduk.
Oh, alright. That's fair. I've got 41 gold, 7 platinum.
Oh, you guys are broke.
I spent a lot of money on these tailored pants.
I spent a lot of money on
And
Beezer's
Yeah, on Beezer's Taylor Pants.
haversack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Most of it went to the haversack. We did have to pitch in quite a bit for that. And then
I pitched in a lot, yeah.
you did, and I appreciate it.
You're too generous with your money.
And then there was also Virian's arm that I commissioned from Arkin.
Yeah.
And Oak gives it away like it's nothing.
Yeah. Like, oh, chicken?
Like, here's 5 gold for the pencil you let me borrow. Yeah.
We gotta find out about Oak someday. I'm curious.
Are you stealing my pens?
Find out about Oak.
Are you stealing my pens?
No one ever asks anything, he just does stuff.
I've tried to ask, but you deflect immediately.
Yeah.
I
Done.
feel like you guys are actually bonding now. It's great. I love it. You guys have tension.
I
Man.
kind of low-key admitted to robbing Clemens Hubbarduk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oak would 100% be okay with that.
I mean, you went to do it.
I have personal reasons to be okay with it, but I'm not okay with it.
I agree.
Oak was trying, I don't know if I told you guys though, but Oak was trying to get that land, and I was going to give it to your family and say, hey, take care of this for me while I'm gone.
Oh,
Oh, that's sweet.
we would have had 2
Those documents
stores.
probably be in the documents I stole.
Probably not.
No, you didn't find the title.
Okay.
That was on his body.
You should have killed him.
Searched him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you beat up the silver spoon owner?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Likely, yeah.
And
Lightly, you put that man in a hospital.
Sure, lightly, his face is unrecognizable.
Get the fuck out of the old man.
and Oak
I hit him
didn't even
once.
notice.
Maybe twice.
She's still learning her limits.
You definitely hit him twice.
What will kill a normal man? I don't know.
Let's find out.
Wow, those are brains everywhere.
Alright,
Those are also brains everywhere.
ease up a little bit.
Yeah. Okie doke. Well,
I mean, I got a natural 20 on Casdale in the bath.
I know. Guys, I
I'm so
like
sorry for my natural 20.
everyone-
I realize now.
everyone's.
So the damage should have been doubled because it was a nat.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
So,
You're okay now.
It's
yeah.
whatever.
yeah. I'd carry over. I mean, I still wouldn't be dead. I'd carry over a little bit more of that damage, but
The damage from Foat's punch would have been, let's see here,
But we slept.
15 on the first
yeah, on
hit.
that one we would have.
We
And
did sleep. No, we didn't sleep from
Yeah, not from
stabbing
Beezer.
him to coming here.
Only from
That was
folks.
like 2 hours ago.
From bath to the.
To the thing, yeah. Anyway.
you would have taken 20 points of damage from both.
Yeah, I'd be alive. I'd be alive,
Heather's trying
but
to say something. Shh.
Sorry, Heather.
Thank you, Michaela, for DMing.
yes, thanks,
Yes,
Tim.
thank you. This has been fantastic.
Yeah.
That's so dramatic. My God, I thought you guys were just gonna buy a card and leave.
Oh, yeah,
No,
no.
we had to stop and learn some things and exposit
Yeah.
a little bit.
No,
And
it
I
makes
had to give in to the temptation to talk to Viri.
No, it was
Can
awesome.
I steal a card?
You can do that. You
You
can
can
probably.
steal the things that you can buy and then pay for things like chicken.
The
Like-
Chicago oak rolls.
God.
Alright, I will never understand you, and I have accepted that fact.
You don't know who I'm stealing it from.
That's true.
Oh, baby boy.
Then again, by stealing chickens, we never know if that guy's, you know, in the right or wrong. You're just kind of stealing chickens.
So Beezer told Casdale about the vision then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about, well, kind of.
I didn't tell him all the details.
Yeah.
I told him I had a conversation with the cult leader, and that if it came to war, I'd side with my people.
Yeah. She said she let Deseret in, that she had a conversation with the cult leader, and then that's where I was clarifying. I believe the person had mentioned in that, like, in the Cobalt Soul that it was like, oh, there was that exiled guy or something like that. Someone had mentioned something.
No, they mentioned that there was a cult, and then that cult was destroyed by the first Cerberus assembly.
No. There was like someone mentioned an exile earlier.
Exile.
Asmodeus was exiled to the Hells,
Yeah.
and Deseret was trapped on this plane.
Maybe.
And I was kind of hoping to talk to her a little longer.
Maybe.
I might try something,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Man,
but that's something for next time.
I'm gonna need to learn about this so I can ask my brother about it. Have you been having visions about anything?
It's been
World ending or something like that?
there have been invitations to make
I'm
some.
fine. I'm not. I'm okay.
Yeah, no, Foth just like shows up again and is just like, "Are you having visions?" And he's like, "How are you? Good to see you again. I'm doing well. Mom says hi."
Ignore.
Like, Foth just completely passes over social niceties that you're supposed to do with family when you see them again. Just walks in.
Pretty
Just
much
walks in. Dad,
everybody.
what do you know about this ancient deity? Just-
Where's my sister?
Mom, can you make me a sandwich? Also, do you know anything about the hills?
Well, it's good to see you again, Foth. We haven't seen you in like 3 years. I'm glad you're not a bear anymore.
It's nice.
I heard you got
It's only been a
fired
few
though.
months.
I heard you got
Yes, I did
fired.
get fired.
But then I went freelance.
And you failed your monk test. It's okay. You can try again.
What?
Let's get into the next college, honey. It's
Oh my
okay.
god, yeah.
Oof.
Until then, you're
Oh.
welcome to stay with us.
Oh my god.
You don't have to pay rent. It's fine.
As
Ouch.
long as you're looking.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that all of us know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah.
Oh,
the vague humiliation.
Crying millennial. I mean, are you kidding? I'm playing D&D on a bunk bed.
Yeah.
What is age?
What is
Nothing.
anything?
I'm a teenager with a drinking permit.
True.
Yeah.
True. True.
Well, that was fun, guys. Thanks for all the drama. I was like, oh no.
I'm sorry, that got a little more tense than I expected.
No,
but I've been
yeah.
waiting to use Beezer's full potential for a while.
Oh
I
yeah.
have been waiting to bring Virion in for like months.
Oh,
I like him, but I know I'm gonna have to kill him.
I'm so
Yay.
afraid I'm gonna have to kill him.
Yay, I'm glad. I was like, I wanted to be on that line, you know?
No, I like him a lot.
He has completely understandable motives.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Like
problem.
he's
It makes sense.
but like in character, like Kazdal and him just don't mesh. Like they're just like they're like
Very clear.
oh,
He
gonna
doesn't
make
mesh
it-
with anybody.
true,
He
true.
meshes with you guys.
Yeah,
Not
relatively.
with anyone else.
Foth and I have a weird understanding. Where it's like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you just made each other your surrogate siblings that you hate, fight, love.
yeah.
Yeah, Beezer has just accepted you all as family. That just kind of happens with the Klein. People just show up in the woods some days, and you're just like, yeah, welcome.
And now Oak and Nikita are like, hey, you want to partner up? Yes.
Oak and Nikita are like
We're going to be a duo.
they're gonna break
I
off
love
and
it.
form
Out
a
of this.
band.
That's fun. Let's see you next time, guys.
All
See you
right.
next time.
Goodbye.
Happy birthday, Heather.
Happy birthday.
Heather.
Happy birthday.
Goodbye.
Guys.
I'm sorry I yelled at you, Jake.
It's fine. It's fine. That's acting. That's the fun of it. So,
Honestly, yeah.
that's
There
fine.
was some great, like, tension there. It was great.
Yeah, even through the computer, which was awesome. But,
Yeah.
so, all right. See you guys.
Bye,
See ya.
guys.